Yes, and stream can now hear that we love things there. Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Oh,
We
goodness
love
gracious.
all the things up in there.
This is just like a stream of love, dude.
Oh,
Rap has
gosh.
changed quite a bit, I guess.
Like a stream of consciousness, man.
You gotta have the energy and the synergy with the universe, man.
Totally
I-
radical, dude.
I'm
It's
not
all
a fan of
connected.
Pornstar Raph, no.
Or like hippie rap, if anything.
It's the same guy.
Alternate
Yeah.
universe rap.
Okay, I think I put the link out all the places it needs to go. Let me do... Oh, wait, I'm missing one.
Jeez.
Get it
Slow
done,
boat.
Doc. For God's sakes, you have one job.
Yes, to get this link out to like 18 places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
What about your own server?
Yeah, I'm working on that one.
Did you post it
It
on
is-
Twitter
That's
yet?
the one where you don't do it.
Have you sent the message to Obama yet?
I will end you.
I need to do that every week. Just DM the Obama official Twitter handle. Hey, I know you'd want to watch. Here you go, buddy.
Oof.
I don't know. It would be crazier if I actually went through and did it, or if, like, after doing it for like a month straight, if he showed up one day.
No, what you'll get is a cease and desist. Personally delivered to you by a man in a suit.
Wearing one of those curly Q earpieces.
That's right.
That's the... You said Obama official.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Where are
Yeah.
you going?
The Secret Service is high on my list of groups I don't want to have conversations with at some
Well,
point in
just
my
don't
life.
counterfeit money and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
I
don't
mean-
threaten the president. Don't counterfeit money.
Would be
Oh, here he
cool if
is.
you had like 20 Secret Service viewers every stream.
Yeah, they're so secret, Twitch doesn't count them.
Yeah.
It's true. If you click on the viewership on Twitch, you actually see a list of people. It's like, hang on a second. That looks like 20 people. Why does it say 0?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I have the tweet loaded up. Should I actually tweet at Obama?
No.
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
It has been done.
Fulfill your destiny.
Now quote retweet and send it to all the other presidents.
Send one.
An accidental retweet sends it to the UAE, and we have the
I'm gonna
Arabs
say-
watching us, and we're on even deeper watch lists.
All I'm going to say is if he takes that picture and he sends it to the official Bill Clinton, he'll tune in.
Official
Right?
Bill
He
Clinton-
just,
okay,
it
is he
sounds like my
conscious?
kind of party.
Wait, no. Official Bill Clinton. Have you seen him? Is he conscious? Is he still
Bill?
alive?
Bill, man, you know, Bill's
Whoever is in that skin
But
suit is.
Yeah.
I don't know where the Clintons live, but I'm willing to bet it's in one of the weed legal states. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Where
he-
the hell is this conversation even going at this point?
Also,
You know,
I'm not going to repost that picture because of the clown thing.
Well,
I did
yeah.
not consider that.
No,
We can ask stream where it's going.
Yeah.
Nowhere
tell us,
good.
Where's this conversation going?
I don't think
YouTube.
stream's gonna have much input, because I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in the stream, but that's okay.
Dream, help
What?
us. We
I'm
don't
there
know where
too.
this is going.
I know precisely where it's going. When last we saw our heroes, Nate the Human Ranger, Gobs the Hadozi, I don't even know how to say that one, Warlock, Othokent the Lizard Folk Cleric, Talah the Half-Orc Druid, and Abraham the Human Wizard. Our friends came off of their successful completion of finding the murderers and the cult and all of that good stuff, received their payments from various sources, went back and saw Dryden and his assistant, Lyra, received their payment from Lyra in the form of the gold she had offered, as well as the Batorian green steel. Dryden had a long conversation with... Goodness, my brain's not going to work today at all. With Abraham about his motivations. And the thing that I am retconning that I forgot to tell you guys... Not only did he tell you where the copper/iron mine was, he gave you the name of the gnome who lives in the city who owns the mine. And he would have suggested to you to go have a conversation with him to find out more about why it was abandoned and to confirm it would be the source of the living steel you were looking for. His name is Rasden Swiftpatch.
Raston with sets or S's?
Rasdon. Swiftpatch.
If I'm a little distracted, the kitten is free and running around my room.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
And the name of the mines are the Swiftpatch Mines.
Like that?
Where did you put it?
In the game chat.
Roll 20. Yeah.
Roll 20, yeah.
Sorry, I've got like 8 chats open, so. Yes.
All right.
But before we swap back to where we ended, which was the morning after resting, we're going to have a little wave ripple effect happen. And we're going to... Exactly. And we're going to go back and follow dear Talah on her evening of contemplation.
Compton?
Contemplation.
Down in Compton?
Yes.
Straight out of contemplation.
Yeah. That sounds like a Weird Al cover album.
Yeah, right.
It's just what every woman has at some point.
Yes.
A midlife
Spending
crisis?
time with men
Once a month they all have a contemplation.
for a week.
Anyways, so after separating from the group and dealing with the grisly murder scene and coming, struggling with the thoughts through your head, Talah, of the first time you've actually had a fight like this where somebody has died. You took a life or were involved in the taking of a life.
Yep.
What are you going to do that evening?
That evening,
Mm-hmm.
Talah is going to first just walk around the town, clear her head. Think mostly that, and she had written a letter when they were on the ship, and she's going to post that.
So you spend some time walking around and just enjoying the various plant and wildlife that's unique to the town.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to post the letter without any trouble. They do have you just find the local post and drop it in the mailbox, so it's not a big deal on that.
Mm-hmm.
You wander around. You maybe get some hot tea from a street vendor, something like that, just to calm your nerves. And
Definitely.
At one point, a little bit later in the evening, you're standing on one of the arched bridges over the canal, looking down at the koi fish, and you hear a little tinkling bell as a very large, probably 18, 20-pound, long-haired cat comes walking up on the bridge. This cat is purple. He looks like a Norwegian forest cat, if you know what those are.
Yeah, definitely.
He's purple with silver, pinkish silver highlights that glow, and he has gold and silver eyes. So one eye is gold, one eye is silver, and they are glowing deeply in the night.
Well, hello there.
Trailing behind him, you see a very skinny man, but tall, stands 6'4", 6'5". Odd complexion that you've not seen. His skin is a dull yellow with green spots over it. He has a long silver beard. He's wearing robes that look very like it's rough linen garb. He has deep purple cat eyes, cat slit eyes. But when you look at them, they're heavily dilated. So I would like you to give me a medicine check.
Medicine. There it is. Fuck it. Seriously?
Yeah.
So with them being so seriously dilated like that, you know that's a condition where the muscles do not contract the irises. And very likely he is incredibly nearsighted or blind based off the fact that his eyes have never been able to properly close, so there's a lot of damage to the optic nerve. So he either can't see very well, if at all. With his age, apparent age, he's very likely blind. The other thing that stands out to you is as he's walking, he has this very uniquely gnarled staff that is carved with runes and languages that you're not familiar with. The other thing that stands out to you specifically are there's feathers hanging from leather bindings all across the staff. And they're strange, right? Because one of them is kind of golden and iridescent, and the one it's tied to is very short and bristly and red. And there's a dichotomy between each of the feathers where they seem to be opposites of each other. Like there's a blue, fluffy, flowing one next to an orange, almost spiky feather that's much longer. Things like that. And you can give me a nature or arcana check, whichever you'd prefer, to kind of get an idea of what those are.
Nature or arcana?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be a nature check.
The only thing you know is that you have never seen birds that have had feathers like that. So it's all interesting to you. As he's walking up with the staff, he goes, ha ha, ha. See? I told you, Calamir. I told you. Told you we would find her. And Calamir, who you know is the cat now, turns and looks at him and goes, row, 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 row. Yes, I know. It's late. We'll go to sleep soon. But she needs our help. So that is why we are here, Calamir. Don't forget that. Why, hello, young lady. How are you? Also, he is obviously not human.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to do an arcana check to know what he is. He's not something you've seen before.
Well, let's see if with that very first roll my luck has run out.
He's definitely extraplanar. He's someone you've heard of Githyanki and Githzerai, but you've heard the name and the description that they are yellow, and then so that's about all you really know is that he's probably one of those.
All right.
Tell me, young lady, what is it? What chains are it that you struggle against? I could sense your binding, your restriction.
I'm sorry, I'm not following exactly.
Here, would you like to have a seat? And he points to it. There's a little bench.
Well, first, you were looking specifically for me?
Yes. I could sense your frustrations. My race, in eons past, were slaves. And we eventually overcame our bindings and achieved freedom. And because of that, we are very sensitive to others who are restrained and bound. But here's the thing. Not all are slaves to an oppressive force. Not all are bound by chains. Sometimes it can be even things we would normally think that are good, like love and respect can bind us and cause us to not live the lives we want to live. And such, I am a counselor to those who are in that situation, and I can sense, sometimes across great distances, depending on the level of frustration or angst towards those bindings, people who could use some assistance in either understanding how to continue to be free despite those obligations or help being freed from them.
Right.
So tell me, what is it you struggle against? What bindings have been placed upon you that you do not necessarily want?
Couple different things.
Yeah, come sit next to me. He sits down, and Calamir jumps up and immediately does the, kneading bread thing and lays down on his lap. And he actually pulls out, and he goes, hard candies? I love hard candies. And he pulls out this hard candy that's like a clear gobstopper, is kind of what it looks like, and puts it in his mouth. These are very good. They're very sweet. Would you like some?
I mean, it's going to be hard to talk with one of those.
Somewhere Gobs just froze.
Your wisdom, your age belies your wisdom, young lady. Very wise. He goes, "Pooh," and he spits it over the rail into the water. That made a good splash.
Boy,
Oh,
you hit
the
one
fish.
in the head.
Anyways, so come, sit and tell this old monk what's bothering you.
Talah contemplates this for a second. Sure, why not? And then sits down.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you. My name is Zarad.
My name's Talah.
Ah, finally the name to match the feeling. Perfect.
You're not a fey-like creature in any way, right? You're not gonna take my name now that I've told it?
Oh, no, nothing like that. There are some that theorize that in eons past, before our enslavement, our race may have originated in the Fey realm, but that was so long ago. We are beyond it.
Good. Just have this friend who told me to be careful of Fae, so that's why.
Oh, yes, Fae can be very perilous, but the thing about Fae is they still take a punch, and he does just a quick, short jab, and you can tell, despite his age, there's still strength behind it. He's like, yeah, hit him. But hopefully you won't have to do anything like that. So what is it? What's weighing you down, holding you back?
Well, like I said, a couple things. Tried to leave home to get more knowledge in the field of stuff that I want to know, and then things
Excellent. Expressing your freedom.
turned out quite the opposite. Got trapped by a fae. Then my friend came to get me, and he was mixed up in a whole bunch of other dangerous stuff, and things turned from bad to worse. Met some psychopath people, and then people died.
And do you feel that their dying obligates you to do something?
I mean, people die of old age, but I've never seen someone murdered, let alone be part of it.
Well, that can be a heavy thing to carry. But let me ask this. Is it your fault that they died or their own?
I can't really pinpoint that.
For example, say somebody runs and jumps off a cliff. Is it the cliff's fault?
No, they took the action to actually jump.
So, did they take actions that caused their death directly, or was it yours?
I mean, they were doing some bad stuff, but we were the ones to fight them and then they died, so technically it's their fault as well as ours.
Yes, it's a difficult thing for someone so young to have to deal with. Sometimes there are situations where someone is doing something that you must stop them.
Yeah.
I sense there's something else, something other than that.
Yeah, well, my idiot brother got himself killed for a dumb reason. Now I'm supposed to take his place and start to become the mayor of the town. Yay.
Ah, this must be what I've been sensing. See, I told you, Calamore. And Calamir is already asleep. He's ignoring everything at this point.
Beautiful.
So he's just a big fur ball that's purring / snoring on Zerad's lap. He goes, this is the yoke that's been placed on your neck involuntarily.
Very much.
Do you have a desire to be this mayor?
No, never had.
So why become it?
Because otherwise there's no one to do it.
There's no one in the whole town who would want to be the mayor.
I just don't want to let my father down.
Aha! And there is the core of it. Your shackles are not the title, they're not the town, they're not the other people. It's your desire to make your father happy. Let me tell you a story. There's a young Githyanki. Her name was Asha. Her father was the head of a temple, a monk, revered across the plains for his strength and wisdom. She was expected to do great things. She was expected, because of who her father was, to become a monk like him, to be strong, to lead her creche, and to take care of everyone else. But this was not... I said Githzerai. Did I not? Did I say Githyanki? I didn't mean to say.
Yeah.
I meant to say Githzerai. My bad. No, I am not going to rip off Baldur's Gate 3. It is not
Too
Lizelle.
much.
No. It is not Lizelle. Shut up. So,
Oh,
but
it's
this...
Lizelle. That's what's going on.
No.
No,
Hi.
it's Zalel. It's Zalel.
If Lizelle's here, I'll kill her.
Rocks fall, you all die. So,
Yay, new campaign.
but
James, there you go.
But Asha's desire was not to follow in her father's footsteps. She had no desire to learn the ways of inner peace and channel that into strength. But she was torn because, like you, she did not want to disappoint her father. And after years of work and letting that tension build, she eventually had an outburst and said some very hurtful things to her father. And how do you think this father responded?
In turn, with the same kind of speech.
That was a possibility. But you have to understand, for most fathers, when it comes to their daughters, they matter more than almost anything. His father sat down with his daughter and made it clear that the temple did not matter at all compared to his love for her. He immediately renounced his title, and then he tried to learn how to paint, because that's what his daughter loved. Now, granted, his paintings were not very good. At least he didn't believe so. She always said they were wonderful, but he always had trouble seeing, so he wasn't quite sure if she was just being nice or if there was some artistic merit in it.
They fucking suck.
You're the father of the story, aren't you?
He winks at you. Yes. I do miss my dear Asha. I have not been able to see her and feel her mind for quite some time. As I'd come here, I heard rumor of in the capital of a place that made unique paints, and it was something I wanted to give her. And then the barrier changed, and I've not been able to return to Limbo since to see her.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Oh, she'll be fine. After all, she did complete a good amount of her training. She would have made a fine Grandmaster, but that's not where her heart was, and I just wish she had told me sooner. Because, one, I would have definitely trained somebody other than the idiot that's running the temple now, but two, I could have let her be happier. And she also wouldn't carry her shackles that she has now, her sadness for the mean things that she said. I knew she didn't mean them, obviously. She was just railing against what imprisoned her. And that's why you stood out to me. I could feel a mind wandering through the city was railing against her own shackles in her own way. And I want you to be the Asha that is, not the Asha that was. Does that make sense?
I mean, I suppose.
Do you not believe that you could just speak to your father and tell him?
He's kind of a strict man bound to his ways.
Well, that's because us men aren't always too smart. So, I tell you, if you go to him with love, he will respond well. And if he doesn't, well then be the Asha that was, and he'll deserve it, likely. Here, take this. I believe you could use this better than an old blind monk could. And he takes a necklace off and hands it to you. It's a mithril necklace with a single solitary gem on it. It's a citrine. And I'm going to send you a message that tells you what it does.
Beautiful.
So you have a DM with that.
Immediately
Also,
kills any goblin within 30 feet, huh?
Yeah.
Also, you didn't realize it, but at some point during that part of the conversation, Calamir rolled over and he's asleep in your lap now.
Oh.
Can't move.
And you can't hear it because it's so deep and rumbly, but you can feel him just purring.
You can feel your legs going numb.
Absolutely still, so the cat is still comfortable and isn't disturbed.
Well, the cat's disturbed. It's just still asleep, but it is disturbed. It's a cat.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Calamir is getting old and can't stay up too late, so I should probably get him back home.
Right.
Did the cat just go murr?
Yes. So he pokes him. Calamir does that lazy paw thing, and he eventually just picks him up. Well,
Slinky mode.
I expect you to use that, and when you get to the point that you feel you no longer need it, pass it on to someone who does.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Have a good evening, dear Talah. Remember, don't let things you don't choose bind you. It'll do nothing but make you resentful and angry. He begins humming and he walks away. Is there anything else Talah would like to do that evening before she goes back and goes to sleep?
Talah is rummaging through her bag to try and find her phone to call her dad, and then realizes it's gone.
What happened to your phone?
Talah loses shit.
Oh, that's what we're going with.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's in the hotel room somewhere.
Probably a good thing not to tell Gobx.
All right.
Hotel.
So you wander around a little bit more, kind of thinking about what Zarad talked to you about, and continually finding Calamir fur in places that you're like, the cat didn't even touch me there. How's it on my shoulder? Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just stuff that happens with a cat, you know?
Yeah, that's how his name is spelled, Canlamir.
And for the guy?
Oh, Zarad?
Yeah, how I spell his name.
Yes, Calamite.
No, please no. Please not Calamite.
All right, but you eventually make your way back home for the evening, or back to the hotel, and we will pick up the next morning as Nate is knocking on the door. Come and knock on my door.
Quick question to the DM,
Mhm.
because I had 2 points of exhaustion given the fact that I died a couple times in that fight. How was that again with sleeping? Is that just one level?
One will drop off per full rest.
Okay. So, I am at 1 point now.
Yep.
Good. Not really, but hey. I didn't count the -2 on all the rolls there, so...
It's not a big deal.
Alright.
So yeah, it's morning, and Nate, you are knocking on her door.
Knock, knock, knocking on Talah's door.
Talah, are you there? Are you okay?
Talah, are you okay? Are you okay?
Are you okay,
Talah? All right.
You've been hit by, you've been
This
struck
is just a
by
musical
a
episode.
A smooth Gitsarai. I forgot to mention he moonwalked away. It was odd.
Alright, Talah
He
is
kept
gonna...
grabbing his
Comes out
crotch
with
for some
someone
reason.
else's fur on her.
Talah is going to quickly throw on a, what's it called again? A bathrobe? Morning?
Yeah. Bathrobe.
And then very, sleep drunkenly open the door.
Throwing on a bathroom. The whole room just wraps around.
Morning.
Brings a whole new meaning to the
Good morning.
sentence. Everything but the kitchen sink.
Anyway, shut up.
Did you sleep well?
Yeah, slept great. How about you?
Yeah, I slept fine. Did you sleep enough? You don't seem as fresh as you normally do.
Talah, do you ever get that unfresh feeling?
Yeah. Talah does.
Yes, right now.
Sleep in today so you can knock me awake. It's fine.
Okay, if you say so. Did you get the chamomile tea?
Well, I got a cup of chamomile tea.
Okay, good. So, are you ready for a new day, or do you need more time?
Well, I'm gonna have to get dressed, Pip.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Jeez.
I mean, maybe some breakfast still.
Yes. Just asking if you are joining us, or if you we need to proceed without you.
No, I'll join with you guys again. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, then we'll find some breakfast. See you in a bit.
Yes, you will.
Unless you have anything more to say.
I do, but it can't wait. Just, yeah.
Okay.
And those
Well,
were Talah's final words.
Yep.
how many death flags can we put?
Talah, is this your last day
see,
before retirement?
You just bought
I'm
a boat.
see you in just a bit, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of the girl waiting for you back home?
I'm gonna close the door now and get dressed.
Yes, preferably.
See you in a bit.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He likes you so little, he doesn't even want to see you naked.
Yeah, I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
You have to work
Dogs
harder to
wouldn't
string him
fit.
along.
Yeah. Oh, well.
There's a difference in between what is being said out loud and what is going on in his head.
What's being said with his eyes is he's just staring at her tits. He's just wide eyed, just like
They're
you can
fuzzy.
see the whites just around the irises. They're so wide,
Like,
just like, yeah,
you
I'll
should
wait
really
outside,
close-
sure.
He's even leaning
It's
slightly
fine that you
forward,
put on
staring
a
directly
robe.
at them.
Hey, Hunter
It's fine that
Markham.
you put on a robe, but you should have closed it.
You missed a step.
Dang. No,
Civilized life is so complicated.
Talah's gonna get dressed and meet up with the others.
Clothes are like math. Order of operations is important.
Yeah.
Superman never got it right.
Yeah. Pants or socks first?
No, underwear last. That's the key.
Yeah, 'cause then you look like a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Gonna get dressed, gonna go breakfast.
So you're gonna wake up, put on a little makeup.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. There you go, Roscoe. Yeah, right there. Yes. Enjoy.
Yes, sir.
Did the night treat you well?
Better than most nights.
That's
That is
good to
both
hear.
comforting and what do you call it? Worrying at the same time, but good is good.
So, how are all of you after what happened yesterday?
Well, you know, hearing a man being. Did we see it?
Yes, it was a video call.
Yeah, seeing a man get shot by being held down on a table by a terrible demon man is not exactly something I envisioned I'd watch yesterday.
Wait, what?
Nate, how little have you told Talah?
Haven't told her anything yet.
Lazy bones.
Goody!
It'll be
She
it'll be
hasn't
dug
even
from,
had breakfast.
it'll be dug
Yeah,
from your
eat-
pay, Nate.
Actually, I guess that's a choice. Do you want breakfast first so you have something to throw up?
No, but I would like to eat something before I lose my appetite.
Okay, go right ahead.
Sounds good.
And clearly she already had stuff on her mind. Just
Yeah, clearly.
give a minute.
All right.
Now,
One
But
what
drop
kind
at a
of
time.
breakfast do we actually have here? Is it a buffet or?
Continental.
Yeah, it's continental.
Nathaniel, I will remind you, I'm a doctor, not a psychiatrist.
Aren't they the same thing?
No, a psychiatrist is someone who is more based in the mental states of people. I had absolutely horrifying bed manners before I actually gained emotions. Now they're just bad.
Are you telling us you're bad at... Never mind, that's not what bed manners are. I remember.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't want to. You know what? This is not polite table talk. We should move on topics.
Yeah. I finished a bit, so please do tell.
All right, so yesterday, while we were over at the dear professor's and told his dear wife of our great success in vanquishing the foe, we got a call back from Neap.
Specifically, I did.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems...
Carrie.
Yes. So you remember Carrie? Yeah, you remember Carrie. Carrie decided that the best way to try and get on our nerves would be to find dearest Brom and show him what the end of a pistol barrel looked like.
I don't know if you remember Brom. I don't think you met him all that much.
Well, from what I would get, or I think this is how Gobx would say it, a douchebag dwarf who's constantly on my shit.
Yes, he's also a drug dealer.
I think I've never
Was
actually met this person.
Most likely for the best. Yeah, he is dead now.
Okay.
Gun to the back of the head on camera because we didn't want to tell him where the cube was.
Well,
so
specifically,
he's
I
no
mouthed
longer a
off.
drug dealer.
No, he doesn't deal drugs anymore, no. At least I don't think he does.
If he does, it's kind of impressive.
I mean, we've seen undeads.
True. But still, after we got that show, Carrie decided to throw threats at more of Gobs's close relations, and we were in a mad scramble to try and acquire assistance. So,
Yeah, specifically, he targeted a good friend of mine called Agrida. She's a dwarf, a tattooist back in Neap. And she actually made this piece right here. He points to her left arm. We tried getting in contact with her. Last I spoke with her, we were not on good terms, so that was challenging. Anyway, we managed to get the message through, I think, and he showed up at her door, and she blasted him away with a shotgun to the face. He's dead now.
I still don't believe that.
And
Yeah, me neither.
just to be sure, she double tapped him in the stomach.
I
Yeah.
believe it happened. Yes.
I
mean,
heard the gun go off.
I mean, I believe it happened as well. I just don't believe that he's dead.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna stay down now. And now she's getting out of town. I don't know where, but she promised that she'd call once she's there.
Let me get this straight. Carrie wants this cube thing,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and he is willing to go to extreme lengths for that bloody relic?
Yes. Yes, that is
Yes.
true.
By killing someone you guys know.
Yeah.
Who was close to you in any kind of way in this case.
I'd say he picked a bad target the first
When
attempt.
he kept coming over, it might have well have been a friend. He doesn't know that.
Yeah, I know.
Then he starts targeting someone you know,
Yes.
and now he's dead, but we're pretty sure he's not gonna stay dead, meaning he's gonna find more people that we care about.
Likely, yes.
But we have contacted whatever people we were able to back in Neap to hopefully make sure he's at least being kept track of, and people are being kept out of his sociopath.
It's a good one. I like that.
We haven't contacted our parents yet.
No,
Talah.
I recommend you do that to anyone you might care about. Let them know that
Talah is starting to hyperventilate.
someone could be approaching. They look like a tall man in a suit, well-mannered, goes by Carrie, and he's an absolute psychopath, and they need to just either get out of his way or kill him.
I highly doubt he would even know where to look for us or care, but we can't know.
I mean,
Do you need my phone?
Gobs, when he was on your video call, did you do what the youngins call them? Take one of them screenies?
No. I'm not an idiot, no.
Why would that be idiotic?
Oh, you mean a screenshot of the feed?
Yes.
Why would I want a picture of that?
Why would you want a picture of a man currently threatening some civilian? That doesn't bring any leverage.
Yeah, no, that didn't cross my mind. Normally, I don't rely on law enforcement and going the official route. I don't know if you can tell, but that has not worked out.
If nothing else, it's good to have a picture of him so people know what he looks like exactly. Granted, he might be able to shapeshift, but still.
Yeah, like I said, that didn't cross my mind.
That is fair. It didn't cross my mind at the time either.
He did come off as the narcissistic type. So even if he gets a new body, if that is what he does, it might just be an assumption, but I think he'll still have the same face.
Yeah. Also, Otho, you should probably take a look at Talah. She's starting to look a bit blue.
Oh, dear Lord.
Breathe,
Medicine
Talah.
check.
No, she's breathing too much. That's the problem. Slow down your breaths, young one.
Oh, then breathe correctly, Talah. Here we go.
You're now breathing manually.
I know this is a worrying situation, but you need to stay calm and not kill yourself. Or at least knock yourself unconscious. So breathe deeply.
She is trying to calm down.
Just look at me.
Good. Sorry.
Just look at me. Shut out everything else. Just breathe. In and out. That's just
DM
you
has
and
now
Othokent.
fallen asleep.
Sleep tight.
Freedom!
Quickly loot all the magic items while the gym is asleep.
Yeah.
That was real relaxing. Sorry.
Something bad has happened, but further incidents are prevented.
For now.
And we will do so in the future.
How can you all stay so calm with all this going on?
Well, you know how we were talking about making sure all the people we care about are warned? You're all in the room, so I'm done.
Not just the stuff with Gary, all of it.
I think
We
for
killed
my...
people yesterday.
Oh, yes. I think for my part, that's just me
You're
being
starting to
numb the
get funny looks from
experience.
the other people that are eating at the breakfast. Two people get up and move a table away from you.
I don't care.
I'm not calm at all. There's a limit to what we can do about it right now.
There are a couple of things to why I can stay so calm in all of this. Firstly, emotions are still something that is second nature to me. Secondly, I am used to high-stress situations. I've been in the middle of heart and neurosurgery multiple times. And I still had to stay calm there. Third, on the killing people part. Sometimes I heal patients, and sometimes I execute cancer. If someone only brings bad things about them, it is the same as a sickness. Lastly, if I start panicking, if I start getting worried, the one who has to make sure all of you stay alive, that's only going to make everything worse. Killing people is not fun. It's not a good thing to do. It's not something you should ever get used to. But sometimes, sadly, it is necessary.
You couldn't just knock them unconscious or something?
I can weigh in on that, I think.
Go ahead.
So, Talah, these people were worshipping a demon and were sacrificing people and blood to it. If we had just knocked them out, people like that will just do it again. And next time they'll be more careful. It'll be harder, they'll take more people with them.
If we knock them out and hand
If
them over to the authorities...
Yes, then what will happen? Either they'll be put away for a time, and at some point they'll get out. People who go that far into a religion, they're not going to quit. When they're out, they're going to do it again. Trust me, I've been to prison. It doesn't change as much as you think. Alternatively, they could deem that their crimes are so horrid that they'll just execute them. So either we look at them killing more people or them being killed anyway. And on top of that, these people, they were willing and ready to kill us at a moment's notice. We can certainly do as you recommend. We can hold back. We can try to be merciful of them. But I can tell you that they won't be merciful of us. They will not grant us that type of leniency. And if you holding back gets you killed, then who's going to save the next person? Who's going to stop the next killer? You need to survive. It's important to save other people, but it is more important that you survive. And the way I see it, if someone draws a lethal weapon on you, you respond in kind. If they're willing and ready to kill you, you kill them. It's a harsh way of looking at it, but it's the only way I can function. It's the only way that makes sense.
Though, we are going to be clear in this. We aren't suggesting we just go on a random murder spree and kill everyone that in the least way slights us.
No,
we can
I said draw lethal weapons. I'd like to point out that...
Yes. I'm coming to a point. If we are ever in a fight with someone and it looks like they really don't want to fight us, if they look like they're being forced into it, or if there's some good explanation behind it, of course we're not going to kill them. We don't do this for fun. We do it to stay alive and make sure other people don't end up in the situation we're currently in.
I just don't know if I can.
We will not force you to kill those we meet. I will not, at least. I'm not gonna say to you, kill that guy over there because he tried to stab me. At the most, I expect you to fight back. You don't have to kill on my watch. But do understand that we will not hold back if someone genuinely tries to end our lives. Because even if I want my morals to take the better of me, you also gotta realize there are a lot of people who rely on me to stay alive. And if I die, there's a good chance they'll die too. So it's okay. You don't have to force yourself. And if this situation gets too much and you don't want to deal with it, I will not look down on you for not engaging with that situation.
It's not easy or fun. I certainly don't want to kill people either. I've only trained how to kill animals, to hunt them. I would prefer it if we could knock people out instead, but the last few times it hasn't seemed like an option. And I'm not even trained in how to do that, so I wouldn't know how best to catch someone like that.
I mean, Otho's a doctor. He'd know how to knock someone out, I guess.
I know plenty of ways. Though I am not afraid to fight for my own survival.
The problem with this conversation, Talah, is you have to consider conviction. There's very little things in this world that would change you from being you to somebody else that would act differently. Say to the person that would gladly take a life as opposed to you who are having trouble with the concept. Take that to the other person. Consider them. They wish you death. They have their convictions. Convince them to put down their arms before or after they awake from being knocked out. Succeed there, then you win the battle. All you do by knocking them out is delay the inevitable, the continued conflict. And do you have the time when we have the calamity of the world and the cosmos around us, with resurrecting a near-dead god? We must weigh our choices and our time evenly. And debating the life of one small bandit, a hoodlum, or a wayward soul has to be taken on, well, if you so choose, a case-by-case basis. Otherwise, I say defend yourself and the mission. It is their fate to be in our way, then it is our fate to push them out of the way. And he goes back to sipping on his tea and nibbling and feeding little bits of bread to his birds.
The only last thing I can add in all of this is that if my friends here hadn't been willing to kill, I would have been dead at this point. I would have been some weird zombified creature walking around the streets of Neap, maybe having killed them.
Same.
Yeah.
James AFK, everybody party! What?
Yeah.
But in the
Seriously,
end,
guys. Oh, go ahead.
I was just about to say, but in the end, I am happy. Not that we have to kill people, but you're having so much trouble with getting to it. That's only a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good place. You should maintain that.
But not to
Oh,
the
fuck.
point where you hesitate to save our lives. Please work past that.
No, you already saw that Talah will do what seems necessary.
Abraham's kind of half smirking with a glint of mirth in his eyes. But anyways, who wants to set up the table? I'll get the solo cups. We've got the ping pong balls. GM's AFK.
Hell yeah!
But we're told to keep going,
Yeah.
not to derail.
Darn. He's back.
And thank you. Oh, damn, he's back. Shit.
Yep.
But
Sorry.
yeah, to echo what everyone else is saying, yeah. It's a good thing you're not okay with this. Please never be okay with it. Don't fucking become me or Abraham, okay?
Sure.
And if we look at it in the worst case possible, you can keep us in check if you think we ever go too far. Or if we're about to, I should say.
You think you guys would listen in that case?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I certainly would.
Gobx is gonna stomp on Abraham's foot.
Fine, fine.
As you'd see, we'd force Abraham to listen.
Thank you, Abraham.
For the audience, Abraham is true neutral.
Now, Gobs apologized to Abraham. That was
I'm
very
sorry for
kind of
stomping
him.
on your foot.
Apology accepted. You're apologizing. You're gonna limp over here and get something for the pain. Starts digging through his herbalism kit for a little bit of something to chew on.
Milk of the poppy.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of the day over here. Woo! Hey guys.
Suddenly the Roscoes start talking back.
I'm so relaxed. Hey, I'm glad you guys stuck with me.
Metaluna.
So, guys, you guys stuck with me the whole day and chilled with me. I appreciate it. Really bonding. Guys, we've been gone all day. We just got back. What?
It's been a week. Where the hell have you been? How did you get on this roof? What roof?
Back, what
Also,
the
where's all your clothes?
And where did you get the clothes you're wearing? Because those aren't yours.
And why is the third
Why is
Roscoe on
Roscoe
Brock?
inflated?
What happened?
Why is Roscoe white? Why is he white?
And why are there 12 of them now?
Why is he white?
That
and
one's even a
roots of
dog.
bleach?
That's not even a cat.
Uh,
Or not even a bird.
Anyways.
I guess the subject got too real.
apparently so. Don't do milk of the poppy, you guys.
I was just thinking, like, drugs are bad. Okay, I just didn't think an Earl's kit would have hardcore narcotics in it. Jeez.
You never know what you find out in the wild.
Depends
So
on
on
what
the
state
breakfast
you're
table,
in.
there's milk, and in the herbalist kit, there's poppy seeds.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Milk of the poppy.
Yeah, that's exactly what. That's how that works. Nexus, stay innocent.
Yes, yes.
Oof.
All right. So we agree for Talah to be the
The goodies,
soul of the group.
apparently.
The heart
Very
is somewhere else. The brain is, unfortunately, Abraham. God save the rest of you.
No. Wait.
Why is it missing
now
chunks?
It is because
Don't
Othokent
ask.
Is the muscle. What?
Yeah, Otho is the muscle. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Wait, if we're looking at this, Abraham would be the lance, like the one going against whoever's the leader, right?
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Nate is.
Did you say Lance? Like
Yeah.
that guy's name's Lance?
It's,
Your name is Lance.
I think it's a different terminology.
It's a writing trope.
No, it's not. He's a tight end. His name is Lance. Wears his Letterman jacket everywhere.
What is it
Makes
with
fun of
you
you.
guys and my characters and their asses? I mean, seriously.
It's
Got
not
to go
all
from
fault you
Mageland,
make-
and now we got tight end Abraham.
What?
It's all the
not-
all those years of walking, man.
Mm.
All right.
It's
Just
not
like
all
in
fault those
creating
characters
guilds.
bring the entire bakery.
There's all kinds of cake.
I mean, no offense, Sin. It's always Soundscream who brings it up first. I think there might be something there.
Freudian slip, maybe?
There must be
No, I'd like to
Something
slip my Freudian, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm just glad he does not really know where I live. Oh, man.
It's like Beauty and the Beast.
You're tapping on the window. Wake up.
You do realize I do have your address?
No.
Yes, I do.
Which
You
one?
stuck.
Whenever you were looking at houses to buy.
Oh, yeah, you did.
me.
You do have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You don't know where I live.
Sure. I throw
Yeah.
it around. Damn.
You wake up at 3 a.m. to a sound on your wall and see Soundscream there stuck to it like a
Look,
gecko.
my first question to him is going to be, well, do you at least have a pint of ice cream?
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
I would
I'm
definitely
very
bring the ice
sorry
cream.
that this is delaying everything.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. This is
We're
the
having
one
Waking
time
up with drips of ice cream onto your forehead.
you do some ice cream.
Applied directly to the forehead.
Head on. Right directly to the
This is-
forehead.
Oh, that's mint
Ice
chocolate
cream.
chip.
Oh no! Oh no!
This
All right.
ice cream is made by milk of the poppy.
Yeah. Everything goes.
So, Talah,
The
should
poppy and my tea for the salt.
contact our parents?
Yeah.
Get that over with.
I think so. I just have to go back to my room real quick to get my phone.
Oh, it's charging. Cool.
Did you lose your phone again?
No.
Have you checked the lost and found?
They have a lost and found box.
You can borrow my phone.
I'll just go look for mine. Because I know exactly where I put it.
Okay.
And Talah scurries back to her room to try and find her bloody phone.
Investigation check when you get there.
Oh boy.
You look at everywhere
Maybe-
you can think of, and you do not find the phone.
That's on point. That's on point.
Maybe it's going to the lost and found.
It's a hotel. They don't really have a lost and found.
No.
They don't?
Apparently not.
At the center of town.
It's a big town. There's not going to be a lost and found at City Hall.
Why not?
It's not an American concept that we're familiar with. If you're talking about things that you're familiar with,
So
over there.
weird.
Yeah, Lost and Found is like a stable of a hotel.
Of a
Do
hotel,
you,
sure.
do Americans just assume everything is lost when it's gone?
Yes.
So do
Okay.
the Dutch, mind you.
Like you understand that like we've lost like probably 14 or 15 nuclear weapons in the U.S. All right, if we don't have a lost and found for nukes, a cell phone's not getting picked up and turned in.
Yeah,
Now
that number
we know
should
what
be
Area
0.
51 is for. That's where all the lost shit goes.
If the police can't prevent scrappers from taking catalytic converters cut from underneath cars, then everybody's just underassuming that when it's gone, it's gone.
Yep.
Police can go to
Yes.
scrapyards. Scrapyards exist as a static entity to melt down scrap. Yep, we can't stop them from buying catalytic converters that were obviously cut out from underneath cars.
For some reason, this reminds me of the quote from the movie Broken Arrow. I don't know what worries me more: the thought of the enemy having stolen one of our nukes, or the thought that it happens so often we have a name for it.
Yeah, that we've
Broken
lost
arrow.
a nuclear weapon, or it happens often enough. There's a term for it. Yep.
Yeah, that's
And a strike team specifically trained to track it down and recover.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the NEA.
But basically, Talah's phone is gone.
Yeah.
Anyways, derailing for the 50 billionth time today.
Yes.
Indeed.
Look, you guys complained about railroading, so I just have no rails. We go wherever we want.
Yeah, did you like get rid of the railroads?
No, they're in the mines. You guys just haven't gone there yet.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Okay, so
So
Talah,
breakfast is over.
yeah, really the question is Talah okay now? Or do we still need to go over this?
I mean, she seems over it.
Okay. So
Let's do this. Everybody give me insight checks. Talah can give me a deception check.
Talah, are you lying to us?
Yes, she's lying.
Zone of truth.
Oh god. Why did I roll so low?
Wow, even Abraham sees it.
Oh my god, let Gobs be the one to not see it, please.
Come on, Gobs.
The roll is coming.
Gobs,
Give me a
roll
moment.
lower. Roll below.
Gob should be oblivious.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, so
Oof.
here's
Even
what you
Gobs.
guys see. She's ready to help you guys and be part of to protect this part of what she considers her family. But there's still some underlying trauma combined with a lot of other emotions she's feeling above and beyond just your immediate thing. Half of which you just kind of, girl stuff. Got it.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yes. Well, you don't. Well, you might because you're weird.
Not incorrect.
No one alive can comprehend my actual sexuality. I mean gender. I mean sex. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, well.
I mean, Nate still has one foot in where Talah is right now.
Yep. So it's one of those. Is it resolved? No. Is it resolved enough to take the next step forward? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so before we travel into the desert, I'll go buy us some rations.
Okay.
Sounds like a good plan.
So
Yes.
just as a reminder to everybody, the slight retcon, you have been given the name and location of the guy who owns the mine that you're going to.
Yeah.
The mine.
How far into the desert was it? Like how many days?
It is. Let me get on the right screen and roll 20. It's not far. It's like a day and a half. It's in these hills.
Right, a week's worth. That should do it.
Holiday Hills with my books. Do my reading.
It's the reading holiday.
Knowledge. My knowledge.
Knowledge.
Knowledge here in the Hollywood Hills.
Knowledge.
What on earth are you talking about?
My books here in the Hollywood Hills.
You're obviously referencing something I'm not familiar with.
Yeah,
Not relatable.
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, I do it to me. I made a reference that only Cyntari would possibly get a few minutes ago, so don't feel bad about it.
So, what was the guy's name who owns this place? I'm writing it down.
It is
Albert McGee.
Rasden Swiftpatch.
Yeah, it's in the chat if you go above the telemedicine crit.
You're saying Swift, not Switch.
I put it in Discord. I guess I should put it here. So
I
people
asked you if I had put it. I asked if I
In
asked
Discord.
I put it.
asked you
It's
if
in
I had
both
put it
places.
right.
And I said yes.
And it says switch patch.
I can't read. I can barely write.
Yeah.
Be safe. Don't overdo it.
I always overdo it.
Thinking woman.
I'm not a woman. I was talking to you,
aren't,
Nari.
aren't you? You little.
I won't
Bitch.
overdo it. Don't worry, Soundscream.
Nah, I was talking to my wife.
Yeah, I know.
You have a wife?
I'm assuming that's a joke. You do know I have a wife.
Yes,
Okay.
I know.
Okay. Just making sure.
It's the you have friends joke, but with a wife.
Just didn't know it was not.
You guys are getting paid?
Well, yes.
Yeah, it's Swift Patch, as it's been put in the chat, in all the chats.
So in other words, he's from the 2000s, not from modern day.
Sure.
Yes.
In the meantime, Talah would like to attune to the necklace.
That is acceptable. I figured you would have put it on and slept in it.
Pretty much.
Yep.
But I don't know whether that is actually attuning to it because
It is. You spend an hour with it. Is basically if you take a long or short rest with the item in your possession, I assume you've attuned to it.
Right. Okay.
That's gonna suck if we ever need to carry a cursed item.
Just put it in your backpack and not have it on your person.
Well, Obviously, if you've taken a recent longer short rest and said you want to do attune to it, that's good enough for me.
All right.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
In
Fucking word cleave
negative
over here.
situations, I would be like, "Hey, are you wanting to attune to that weapon?"
So if he ever asks us to attune to something, don't do it.
Oh, I swear to God, I'm gonna stab you all.
So
I will literally attune to anything I get my hands on.
Pretty much, yeah. Do we have infinite attunement slots?
yes.
No, you have 3.
God dang it.
Can I have more attunement slots if I just accept attuning to literally everything?
You get 1 extra one because you can wear a special ring on your tail.
Yeah!
I got a tail.
That is not a tail; it comes out the wrong side.
I can put rings
That-
on my tusks.
That is being that is an arbitrary specification that is discriminatory against those who have tails that go the other way.
Yeah, well, does that mean that Talah's disabled because she doesn't have a front tail?
No, she has 2 places where she can put them on there, all right? Especially when it's cold.
He's talking about your nipples.
I just mentioned I could wear rings on my tusks, and then Cyntari is like, no, she can just put it on her nips.
Tusks. What?
See these 2 things up front?
They're
They
called
look like tusks. What kind of creature has tusks?
A walrus.
Didn't I just say to stop making up mythical animals?
The elephant?
Cyntari, what's that Mexican lizard? Eats all the goats.
Chupacabra, sir.
Yeah, hey. Hey, Nari, chupa thingy. How about that? Like it. Got a ring to it. See, again, me and Cyntari can do this for
All
weeks.
day long.
For weeks.
Which is fine.
Go ahead, guys. You guys play.
Go ahead. We're gonna have our own conversation.
I mean, you've been friends for the last 4 millennia or something. What do you expect?
Not that old.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
Fine. For the last century.
I'll deal with it. All right, so we're gonna go. So Captain Lizard Pants is going to get rations.
Yes.
I'm
Is-
gonna go
is-
with.
All right, everybody's going with. So we're gonna go get rations. How many rations are you wanting to get?
At
I am
least
buying
one.
100. I'm buying 100 trail rations.
Okay. The general store will probably only have about 50.
Then I'll buy the 50.
All right, that's gonna be 2 gold.
Oh, okay.
Are you wanting anything else, like, I don't know, tents, sleeping bags, that kind of stuff?
Definitely.
All right. So for a full kit out for how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're probably looking at 35 gold, and that will get you the 50 rations, tents for everybody, backpacks, basic. Let's do 5 healer kits, right? First aid kits, quote unquote healer kits, cooking gear, fire starters, all of the type of camping type stuff.
Beautiful.
Parasol hats.
What's that?
He said parasol
Parasol
hats.
hats.
If you really want them.
Umbrella hats, man.
But sure,
I'm-
that sounds grand. I'll gladly pay that price.
All right, so you guys now have your general equipment.
Water?
No water.
He would not have well, he'd probably have some bottled water.
Do not
We-
fear, for I am magic.
Yeesh, we
I have this build prepared just in case.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say every
I
morning.
was also prepping that.
Yes.
But
Destroy water.
we should still probably have containers for it, so like, I don't know, bottles, canteens?
destroy water.
Yeah,
Every water source
you
is
would
full.
have canteens. You would get canteens as part of the kits.
Why is mine a sippy cup?
It's the
You
appropriate
know,
size.
kid.
You know.
It's a giant sippy cup.
Yeah.
Still with the small hole, just larger cup with handles.
Why?
Yeah, just because.
Because you spill the other ones, and we can't waste the water in the desert.
I don't spill immediately knocks over the cup. That is
Yeah, see-
besides the point.
Yeah, see, that's why we got it in the design. You can't tip over easily.
It's the one at the weighted bottom.
You realize we're gonna be in sand, right?
You guys also get one of those for her.
Is it a rattle?
All right, we've acquired camp supplies, drinking supplies, and not dying supplies,
And the bib.
Things.
and a bib.
Sounds great.
Let's-
Uh-huh.
Appropriate place to source spells in this city. Go.
I mean, you could go check the magic shop and see what kind of scrolls they have.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Yeah,
If-
let's go
if-
back there. It was a nice place for last time we visited.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
That was the
remember.
other game. Never mind. That was the other game.
that was the other game.
Yeah, I misremembered.
Aurora's Emporium does not exist on this game, on this world. I don't think.
Afraid not.
Be very hard.
Magic man with the magic plan. Sell us your magic
Okay.
plant.
All right. So all right. Are you after scrolls specifically?
I'm after ways to put spells into my spell book, and if I have to buy scrolls, I will buy scrolls. If I can
Okay.
buy access to spell books, I will buy access to spell books.
So there is a library as well. And we could look at that, but I can tell you at the magic shop what scrolls they would have.
Okay.
They have, I'm sorry, excuse me. They have a scroll of augury, a scroll of blur, a scroll of clairvoyance, scroll of divination, scroll of fly, scroll of locate object. Oh goodness, and a scroll of sanctuary. They also have some potions. If you guys is anybody else interested in anything else?
Okay.
They-
Yeah. Do they have any magic weapons on display?
Go ahead.
Well, the spell list went by very quickly. Didn't know if I could get a repeat.
Yeah, give me a second.
Learn augury.
Nope, I screwed that up.
I know augury. It's a good spell.
That's how you
also
cut a
get an
hole in wood.
I also get an existential crisis whenever I cast it.
There. Does that help?
Yes.
As far as weapons, they have a +1 glaive, a +2 club, a +2 short bow, a +3 hand crossbow, a +3 warhammer. Trying to see what else. More weapons. They have a sword of answering, a giant slayer longsword. Those are both there.
Sword of answering.
Mm-hmm.
What does that do?
Let me tell you the answer.
Hang on a second. I don't know that just yet. Wait. Working on it.
It depends on what color it is, but it's a +3 sword, and while you hold it, you can use a reaction to attack with it against any creature within your reach that's hit you. You have advantage on attack rolls. It ignores any damage, immunity, and resistance it has, and they do have alignments.
Oh,
Holy shit.
oh, damn.
Wow.
What color is this one, out of curiosity?
There is a emerald one and a spinel one.
They have two.
Yes.
Aren't these like legendary weapons?
Yes.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I can't afford those now.
No, you cannot.
Oh, no. Okay, fair enough. I'm just gonna stop
5
now.
finger discount.
5 finger discount. I put a bucket over their head.
Let's put it this way. The fact that they carry those tells you that it'd be a really bad idea to try to steal it from them. Especially because that's not the most expensive thing that they've got right now.
It's not?
No.
Oh, no.
No. They're up there, but they're not the most expensive.
Bob's gonna ask.
You want to know the most expensive thing they've got?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a
And-
cloak of invisibility.
Huh, I didn't see that anywhere.
Yeah.
Get it?
Ha ha ha.
I'm very happy about that one. No, it doesn't sound like anything's within my price range of 1,000.
Yeah. I can also give you a list of potions that they've got if you'd like.
If they have regular healing potions, that's about the only thing I really want to buy.
Do they have? Yeah, they've got 3 regular healing potions for 50 gold each. They've got a couple greater healings. They do have some superior and supreme healing potions as well.
I'll buy 2 regular.
Okay, go for it.
All right. And that's all I'm buying.
Do they have a pot of awakening?
No, they did not.
Really? Oh.
How much are these scrolls? Skeleton pieces?
Which one?
I was looking at clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance was 450 gold.
Oh. That's the problem with being poor.
You guys just got a bunch of gold.
I got 400 gold given to me. That's about all I've got.
Didn't you also get the 700?
We got 700 more?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did we?
Yeah.
I mean, I got it, so I'm guessing you guys got it too, because otherwise that would be weird.
They would mention to you if you bring up that you're buying the scrolls not for usage but for your book.
Mm-hmm.
The local library does allow you to come in, and they do have almost all level 1 spells.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a good selection of level 2 spells.
Mm.
And you would so by using the library instead of a scroll that you found or another spell book that you found, it'll cost whatever the cost it is to inscribe it into your book, double that. So because you'll have to pay part of that for your materials and the other part of it to the library for using their spell repository.
So I'm going to take all the gold back I shared with the others. They clearly don't care about it. Mine now.
No, I care. I'm currently paying wages with it.
Oh, paycheck. Awesome.
So basically, Cyntari, any level 1 or 2 spell you want to put in your spell book, unless it's something that you would be like, hey, this is really rare.
Right.
Yeah, just double the cost.
Okay. This is going to take a second. Hi, Mikey. I know. Go away.
Should we try and do something with the dragon egg?
Yeah, that's actually a fair point. What does one do with a dragon egg?
Hawk it on the high market. Lots of money.
Yeah.
I remember that we talked about that and went no.
Kidding.
I mean, I hope we don't stumble upon the parent.
No, the parent was dead. Remember the big skeleton in the gelatinous cubes.
Yeah.
We suppose that the skeleton of that was the topaz dragon that created the egg. So there is no mother.
Yeah. But the egg could still be awakened, as far as I remember.
Mm.
Talah, we did go get materials for his doctor stuff.
I mean, I was just getting interesting stuff from the market.
Yeah. Stuff he needed.
As it stands, you're still employed by me working in my practice. Even if you do absolutely nothing, I am still going to pay you, because in the end, if I don't, you can sue me.
I mean, more working for your practice and not in your practice at the moment.
I like the fact that you think I'm capable of suing anyone.
That's the official explanation. Even if you do less, you're still helping.
I feel like the only one that would sue you if they knew about that was my dad.
Well, he doesn't
At
work
the
for
very
me.
least, let's put
Abraham.
on hold the salary until we actually get some work done.
Well, I
That's
still had to
fine.
pay you for the last month that you've been working.
Fair.
Yep.
And like I said, it's salaried, not hourly basis.
So this is what honest work feels like.
How does it feel?
I don't like it.
Why not?
Well,
I earn more by just mugging people.
I mean, you can do both, then you earn more.
also, I thought Talah was looking for her phone while we went shopping.
Eyes literally sparkling.
Oh, she gave up. She gave up and she's just coming with the group, pretending like nothing happened.
Is this the moment where you go, hey, did you ever find your phone?
Yes.
Don't.
So, did you call your parents? I mean, your dad.
Not yet. I'm going to.
Okay, because I also need to talk to mine.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not sure the landline works.
I mean, you can call my dad's office and see if they can get in touch with them.
Yeah, but what if your dad picks up the phone?
That is completely fine. Then you can tell him just
No.
because
You threw him at me last time. It's
I
your
will
turn.
throw him at you again.
No.
I will mark this down in my notes. If we meet Talah's parent, throw him at Nathaniel. All right.
No.
Um.
Please no.
Well, first off, it's only my dad at home.
Well, I said parent.
You said parents.
No, I said parent.
No.
I don't slither. I am not a 1T.
Wait, you aren't?
I am not falling for that trap of making a racist comment. So, please don't throw my dad.
But didn't you just say you were going to throw him?
Well, if I'm on the phone with him, I can throw the phone, which is basically like throwing him. just without him actually getting thrown.
Yeah, and you're
God.
not gonna do that again. Or I'm gonna drag you all the way back to Godwood.
At this point, Othokent's going to crouch down to Gobx and say, isn't it way more entertaining to throw her literal father at Nathaniel?
Yes. I
good.
second the motion.
That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
He would flay me alive, so no.
Oh god, the DM is rolling.
What in the world is he rolling for?
No offense, Nathaniel. I think you'd make a terrible rug.
Possibly.
Your skin is very thin and flimsy.
Is it?
Well, compared to mine.
I mean, true,
Yeah.
My father proudly wore a set of armor. Well, not proudly, but he wore a set of armor made of my own mother. That was weird.
My father tries to proudly wear a suit and tie.
Made of your mother?
No.
I don't know how to feel about being told that I would make a poor rug.
Though, Opha is going to grab onto your arm and say, you would make an excellent set of javelins.
Yeah.
All right, so are you calling your parents?
Wait, were you rolling to generate their phone number? Is that what that was?
No, I was rolling to generate something very specific.
Okay, beautiful. So, yeah, Talah is not going to make any kind of motion to grab a phone or anything because she doesn't have it.
Talah?
Hmm?
Where's your phone?
It's in back, but it's like all the way at the bottom, so,
Oh, I guess I'll help you find it by calling it.
No, it's fine. Like I said, I know where it is. It's just all the way in the bottom of the bag, and then I would have to rummage through, and then everything would be in a different place than where it was, and it's just very difficult to get it right now. So we should
I'm
probably
calling
just
it right now.
Either the phone is not in her bag or it's on silent.
Well, then we can avoid this issue entirely. Here, you can borrow my phone.
I don't know the number from the top of my head.
Well, I do.
What's your dad's name? We can look it up on the internet.
We don't have to do that.
Yes, we do.
We can just call him with Pip's phone.
No. Wait,
His
no,
name is Bonson Yaga.
Wait, no, I have his number on my phone. He called me.
That's
there
true.
There he is. There you go, Talah. It's ringing. I actually
hello? Who's this?
I'm holding the phone up to Talah.
Talah sailing silence.
Hello?
Just slowly walking backwards.
Speak up.
You're talking to Milla Varn. There's a Talah here who needs to speak to her dad. Give me a moment. Get back here!
Talah, do you take the phone?
Fine. Yeah.
Talah, is that you?
Yep. Hi, Dad.
So good to hear your voice. Are you safe? Did Nate find you?
Yeah, he found me.
Oh, good. So, are you're headed back home, right?
Not quite yet. Kind of a detour.
Well, you've got us worried sick, and you know the funeral was last week for your brother.
Yeah.
Could really use you back here.
I know. Just a lot going on right now, and
I mean, what could you be doing out there that's more important than coming home to your family?
Is that a Gundam? I want to say
starts
dragon.
staring
I had
at
I had a
Pip
mind
and, help
stroke.
me, please, eyes. She is basically begging you with puppy eyes, like, help me.
Gobs hold up the black arm to the phone.
You know what you did.
Just, one second, Dad. I think my friend wants to talk to you, and I hand the phone to the black arm.
Hello,
Rush.
this is Milla again. Your daughter's a bit uncomfortable right now. I think it's just, been asleep in the water for so long. Has Nate told you anything about how we found her?
He hasn't, but as long as young Mr. Pippin is with her, then I suppose she can take whatever time she needs. I'm sure it'll be hard for her to come back home with her brother not here.
Make sure you tell her
Yeah.
the stuff.
Look, she has difficulty talking about these things. I'm a good friend of hers, well, recent friend. I like to think we're good friends, and I think I have a good handle on her. Mentally, you know what I mean. Either way, she took the news of her brother's death quite hard, and I do think she needs some time to get to terms with it, and I think she's afraid of telling you, afraid of disappointing you, maybe.
Well, she's my daughter. I don't know if I could ever really be disappointed in her.
I know. Look, we're keeping her as safe as we can. We're a group of 4 people traveling with her. She's taking her time, mourning. And I don't know when she'll be ready, but we will make sure she gets home in one piece. But
Be sure that you do, because while I may just be a mayor of a simple town, before I was here, I was part of the official guard in the capital, and if something happens to her, I will find all of you. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, you do, sir.
Very good. Send her my love. Tell Mr. Pippin that I expect him to do his duty and take care of my daughter.
I will let him know.
Thank you. Have a good day. And he
You as
hangs
well.
up.
Talah, your dad sends you his love. It doesn't seem to be a rush. Nate, he tells you have a great immaculate ass. Keep it tight, bro.
What?
No.
Nate has flashbacks to all these times whenever he seemed to be smiling as you left.
Oh, you cruel man.
No!
So because of your lack of insight, he was just happy to see you going. He was not watching you leave, if you get my drift.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Oof.
Oh, it's because Nate's buttocks reminds me of your mom.
Oh,
No! Worse!
She had a backside like a 10-year-old boy, I tell you what.
oh!
That is the worst line from a movie ever, isn't it? No, that's a movie from a movie, just to be clear. Guy's talking about how he thought this girl was hers. Like, yeah, but like a 10-year-old boy. I was like, why would you say that? That is not something you say, ever.
Killing people.
Why is that a thing?
Her backside could double as an aircraft carrier. Long and flat.
So,
Oh.
Milla, he wasn't mad.
He specifically said that you are his daughter. He could never be disappointed in you. He's more worried about you than anything, I think. Must be nice.
Yeah. Nice.
But he does want to see you again. I mean, you've been gone for years. It's understandable, right?
About a year, not years.
Gobx has no concept of time.
I don't think it was that long.
It's still a long time. I mean, to a parent missing their child every day feels like a year, right?
I mean, it was gonna
I look
be
towards the older
really-
members of the party, right?
Well, I mean, I felt that way when Roscoe was gone, didn't I, Roscoe? Yes, Roscoe.
Yeah, so you see. You're like
It
Roscoe.
was ages.
I'm my dad's Roscoe. Is that what you're saying? Really?
Look, I'm not good at these things. But yes, that is what I'm saying, I guess.
Right.
I hope you don't sit on his shoulder while he feeds you bread and you shit on his
No.
shoulder.
No.
But no. And he also told me to give Nate a word. And I'm not going to, because that's redundant, and he's kind of a dick for doing it.
What? But is he telling me to do my job?
He is telling you to do your duty like you're some soldier that he's employed.
I mean,
Oh, that is true. I am, and that is what I'm doing, and always have done.
Yeah, that's why I didn't feel the need to give you that command again, because have some faith in the man.
Well, he is who he is.
I'm just saying I don't feel like giving a command to you on his behalf, because you're doing what you need to do. You're a good guy. I trust
Well,
you.
thank you. And I should probably do more to drag Talah back.
Well, I did just tell him that she likely needs some time to mourn and see the world and all that, so, you know, you have time.
Thanks for buying us some time then.
Also, I might have put all of us in the line of fire if Talah ever dies, so that's the thing.
why would you? Okay.
He said
You
if
guys,
anything ever
as
ever
a
happens
note,
to you-
everybody who has a phone just gets a group message text from Abraham.
From Abraham? Lud...
Do you think he needs he needs gold?
I
Is
think
that
so.
what it says?
I'm going to take a look around.
Like Elvish or something?
It could be.
I'm going to take a quick turn around to it. See Abraham anywhere?
No, he has shortly after looking at everything there, he wandered over to the library, which is conveniently across the road.
Beautiful.
Just a
You can go check out what Abraham wants. I'm just gonna see if I can call my parents.
I will go check on Abraham.
And yeah, to clarify, he said if anything happens to Talah, he'll find all of us and hurt us, so...
Yeah, it sounds
Well,
like
that is to be expected.
Yeah.
Well, if he tries to hurt me, I will throw him at Nathaniel and run the other way.
Why?
That's a good strategy.
acceptable. I mean,
And then I walk over to the library.
I'm gonna stay with Pip.
When you get to the library, you see Abraham surrounded by sitting at a table with like 6 different spell books around him. as he's frantically trying to figure out. He's counting gold and looking back at spells, trying to figure out how he's going to pay for all the spells he wants to write down.
Greetings, old friend.
He's actually fumbling with his phone as he's trying to get his texting right. And he's, got you now, as he sends that final text through.
Immediately followed by that reply.
No, you. I need.
I understood, Abraham.
Oh, thank you. Yes,
You're
I'm a little
missing
bit
gold.
short. Yes, I'm a little bit short. About 300, I believe. 200. Oh, let me do the math again. And he pulls out one of his mini sheets of paper. Like, where was that figure? Yes, I'm about 100 short.
I mean, if you're just missing 100 gold, I can easily pay the difference.
Well, thank you. And then I'm broke, back to where I've always been in my entire life. And that's really kind of said to himself, not really at you.
Yeah, I'm still gonna give him like at least 50 gold pieces. There you go.
He doesn't pay attention to it, and he just pays the amount left, and he pockets whatever is left behind, aka the extra 50, into his own pocket.
Yeah.
Doesn't pay attention to it.
Ovo can't understand how Abraham works.
Yep.
Did you find some good magic, my friend?
I found many useful things. The problem these days is, well, as he's walking away with his book, which, by the way, out of all those things he wrote down, it only took 2 minutes per first level and 4 minutes per third level spell to write them all down. So he literally could have done that while he was there, if enough time was allowed.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's the order of scribes, man. It takes hours to minutes.
Nice. So yeah, you're able to get all of those down because you had most of them done before he got over there.
Mm-hmm.
You were just waiting for that last little bit of gold to be able to get authorization for the
remainder.
Yeah, for your remainder. So it only took you about 10 minutes to finish up.
There we go. Handy little thing, and he flicks away the pen into the air where it disappears like magic, because it is. The problem these days, Otho, is having the strength to carry all these spells in my head.
Hold on a second. Talah and Pip, hold on to that conversation. I want you to have it out loud.
Yeah. It's more that we're talking about.
You're setting it up. That's fine.
Setting it up.
Now comes the problem of adding these spells to my spell list. It's a lot of spells.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can only imagine it's going to get a lot worse once you start learning more spells.
Yes, picking and choosing what would be useful for the day. Anyway, what is everybody else doing?
When I left, there was Talah was trying to talk to her father and had a difficult time of doing it.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, it was very awkward.
How awkward is it right now? As we
Uh,
kick in the door. Ba-doom.
I believe way less so.
Yeah, everybody else has come out of the general store at this point, or come out of the magic store at this point. Yeah, there's a Italian cafe across the street, Gobs, or right around the corner. That's got like pizza and hot subs and pasta, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Gobx is gonna head straight inside. She has more money than she's ever had, and she just saw pizza on the sign.
Yeah, they have pizza, they have Philly cheesesteaks, and calzones.
I want a
For
pizza.
the first time in
the
her
meat
life,
you
she can
have.
get extra pizza on her pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, not extra cheese, extra pizza.
I want a pizza with all the meat you have.
You don't know.
All right. Do that. It's a half orc. He's like, all right,
Yep.
what size?
I thought that was the topping, a half orc topping.
What is the largest you can do that I can still eat in the house?
Extra large.
That.
All right. Coming right up.
I'll likely be having some friends joining. I guess that's fine.
Yeah, just sit wherever you want.
All right. And some drinks for people. Can I just hand you a bunch of gold?
I will never say no to gold.
If I pay you 10 gold, will that make for a pizza evening with drinks?
That will cover of like a banquet. If you look, how many
So
people
that's
are
a
coming?
yes.
5. We're gonna be 5.
People are
but
coming. Okay,
5
I'd
hungry.
recommend 3 pizzas and
Yeah.
and drinks. Are you guys wanting alcohol? Or are you wanting just like water? Are you wanting soda? What do you want?
Um, alcohol probably a little
All
bit.
right. So 5 gold would get you 3 pizzas, and then it's a gold piece per long neck.
All right, I'll make sure to pay that.
All right. You want all the pizzas to just be all meat?
1 all meat, 1 whatever you recommend, and we need some sort of vegetarian option. I think Talah doesn't eat meat.
All right.
Has God seen Talah eat meat?
You've seen her chomp on giant crabs.
Never mind. No, fuck that. In that case, yeah, 1 whatever you recommend, 1 all meat and 1. What's a classic thing?
Pepperoni.
Yeah, that.
And
Let's
it'll-
go with that.
Okay. So, as everybody catches up, it's right when the pizzas are coming out. So one of them is a everything meat, right? So it's got bacon, ham, chicken, sausage, meatballs, and pepperoni on it. The other one has ham with drizzled honey, mushrooms, sweet onions, pineapple, and mozzarella, and a spicy red sauce. And then the last one has a layer of pepperoni, a layer of mozzarella, a layer of pepperoni, black olives, another layer of pepperoni, and then more mozzarella.
But I've texted everyone that there's pizza here.
What is a pizza?
You'll you'll find out.
You've never had pizza?
No.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
We live in a town without wheat and without cattle or pigs. What do you think?
I've had frozen pizza.
Like, it looks like a Neap doesn't exactly have wheat fields.
Doesn't
Or-
mean that we can't import. We're a
Mm.
harbor town, remember?
Wait, you've only had frozen pizzas?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why do you think I'm picking out?
Whenever the pizzas get brought out, just the smell is enough to make you your mouth water. But yeah, they're very, very good. So yeah, I'll say, with moderate responsible drinking, your total bill is like 10 gold.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to do while you're enjoying lunch?
Also, this gives the rest of us something to do while they have a talk.
Yeah.
No, we just said we will talk later.
Yeah, but it's later.
Yeah, but we're eating lunch right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would imagine you two are probably the smallest of the eaters. So you two probably eat a slice or two, and then there is a little ice cream shop right across the way as well, or right next to it. If you guys wanted to skip in there and get some ice cream and have your conversation.
What is suddenly happening? Because Nate was going to call his parents.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
do that. You can do that while
that.
you're walking to the pizza.
He was just saying, like, the conversation you're having in chat was something he would prefer you have.
The private chat.
Yeah, of course. That is the plan. We just
Okay.
wanted to set it up.
So yeah, do you want to call your parents while you're walking to the pizza place?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And remind me, because again, my notes got destroyed. Your parents are both alive, right?
Yeah.
Not you.
Yes. I did send you the full backstory.
Again, you guys are
Again.
assuming I can read.
And
I know you
their
can't read
names.
colors, but you can read, right?
Shush. Let Nexus talk. Go ahead.
And their names. Do I need to tell you them?
Yeah, if you could, just because I don't want to have to dig for it right this
Yeah.
moment.
Michael and Annabelle.
Okay. So your mom answers. Hello?
Oh, hi, Mom. It's Nathaniel.
Nate.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Hi.
Honey. You can hear a saw in the background, which you're
Dad's home?
guessing is dad's out in the workshop, probably cutting some logs down to proper size to make them into lumber. And turn it off. Yeah, Nate's on the phone. Nate, how are you? Did you find Talah?
Yeah, I found Talah. She's right.
She okay? Is she safe?
Right here. Yeah, she's okay. She's excited to see a new nature.
They're okay. They're doing good. Well, where is he? Is it no? You shush. So are you guys headed home? Where are you?
Oh, we're not headed home yet. We have some stuff we need to do.
Oh,
so we're
okay.
traveling about a bit.
Pippin.
Oh, tell her I said hello, and we're sorry about her brother. We made the coffin for him. It's probably good she wasn't here. He was in bad shape, Nate. It was not pretty. He was in Clipper, and you know those guys there. They work the old forest lumber, and he got a little mouthy about how he's going to run the town, and they should start buttering them up now and buying him drinks and all of that to make sure that they got the best deals when the time came around. And those guys, they're good people, but you cross them and you disrespect them. And he apparently pulled a knife on one of them, so they
for a smart kid, at his wasn't always bright.
Right. Yeah. The only person who ever thought he was bright was his mama, because she's the only one who called him son.
Now listen here. Now, Mom, Talah's right here, and she can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Talah, but you're your brother. Not the brightest crayon in the box.
No, definitely not.
Oh, it broke my heart to see him like that. I'm glad his I don't know where his mama's at, but
Yeah.
I hope
so.
Yeah.
We're doing some things. We're traveling. We're actually all the way down in something called Berkoin, kind of deserty.
Hey, sweetheart, you remember we took that vacation right after we got married down to Berkoin? I wanted to see all the fish, the ones with the colorful. The colorful fish. We barely saw the fish, but you don't want to hear that, not from your parents. So what are you two doing in Berkoin?
Well, there are some things. There's some leads for some things. It's related to how Talah disappeared and all that.
Okay, well, I hope you get this business sorted pretty soon, because I'm not getting any younger, Pip, and I'd like to see some little Pippies around at some point before I get too old to play with them.
Sure. I'll get to that at some point.
I'm just saying, Pip. There's lots of beautiful places, some nice gardens, very romantic there in Berkoin. Do you have money? Can you get a ring?
I am good.
Honey, we need to send him some money. He needs to buy the ring. Oh, they're good. They're getting serious at last. I think so. What? Yes, dear.
You're getting ahead of yourself. That's not happening.
Well, somebody's got to get a move on. Yeah, I'm telling you, Pip, if you don't put a ring on it, she's going to find herself someone else. I've told you that since you were teenagers.
It's still weird.
Why is it weird? She's your best friend. You've told me 100 times how much you love her.
Carlos still there?
Come
Able to hear
on.
this?
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
Pip had you on speakerphone this whole time.
Talah just
Like-
slowly turns.
We're basically siblings. Come on.
But you're not.
I know. Anyways, Mom,
I told you I look
I'm
at her
calling-
like a daughter. She's not my daughter, not until you marry
Yes.
her.
Yes.
She's such a lovely shade
but
of green, Pippin.
I-
Come
I-
on.
I'm fine. But I'm calling you
good.
because
All right.
we
Agree to it.
actually.
But we'll send you
We-
the money for the ring, okay? I don't have much. 75 gold should get it, okay? Well, tell us, where do we forward it to? Where do we send it to, Pip?
To your own bank account. No, I actually called because there's some trouble.
What did you do?
No, well, we didn't do anything directly, but there's a bad guy who is threatening people we know. So I just
Mhm.
wanted to make sure that you've not been contacted.
Well, I'm not someone you know. I'm your mother.
Well, I'm sorry. You know what I mean.
I know, Pip. You need to. Hey, I've told you. She's a strong woman and she needs a strong man. So you stop cowering down like that. Stand up for yourself, even to your mother.
Yes, ma'am.
Ain't you doing it again? He's doing it again. Is he doing that thing where he's meek again? Yeah, he's doing it again. I told him not to do that. He needs to be strong like an oak. I know. He's acting like a birch. It always happens. I love you, Pip. Don't ever forget that.
Love you too, Mom. What?
Make sure Talah send Talah our love. Make sure she knows. All right, she needs to. Whether you marry her or not, she's mine now. So you bring her home. If don't come back without her. We love her more than you. Don't forget that.
What?
Well, gee, thanks, Mom. Well, she can hear you,
Yeah,
so she already knows now.
He's getting upset. Oh yeah, that's Pippin for you. Total birch.
Come
What a
on.
birch.
honey. I'm just teasing you. All right. Go
Yeah,
go spend some time in a romantic spot with your girlfriend, and then come home when you can. Okay. We'll watch out for any bad guys. I mean, we had this one guy trying to tell us about this weird church. We ran him off. I mean, if we can run off a crazy church person, no other guy's going to be able to stop us. Okay. Besides, your dad has his
Sure.
axe.
That is true. Just it's a guy called Carrie, just so you know, and he's very well dressed and neat looking.
Oh yeah, like a salesman. We know how to deal with salesmen people around here.
Mrs. Pippin, does your husband still have the buzzsaw?
Yeah, he does.
I think that one is preferred to the axe to threaten him.
Okay, all right. We will go 19th century on them then. All right, not quite medieval. Yeah, we can do that. Talah, keep an eye on my Pippin. You know how he is.
Of course.
Has he at least changed his clothes recently? Is he staying clean? Yeah, that's what I thought. Pippin, do your laundry. All right. You know, I'm not there to take care of you, and that is not her job. Okay.
I only have that many pieces of clothing.
Well, buy some more. All right. We need to send him money for a ring and for underpants. He needs underpants.
No.
He needs underpants. I'm sending you the money for it. Get some socks too. I know your socks. They're probably worn out. Talah, they're worn out, aren't they, dear?
I would think so. I don't know. He has his shoes on. I can't tell.
Yeah, don't let him take his shoes off. You know how his feet smell. All right, well, with socks, underwear, a ring, and some of that powder for his shoes for his smelly feet. Oh, his feet are stinky. I got it. I'll get it. We'll send it. Where are you staying? What the hotel are you staying in?
We're about to leave, so there's not much time. You can't really send anything to us.
Okay.
We were
Well,
gonna go
but-
back there,
but-
aren't we?
Well, at
yeah.
some point,
There's a
maybe?
branch. There's a branch of the local elfin bank, the first bank of elfdom. Right. There's a branch there. Go there. I've got their number. We'll look it up on the interwebs. Okay, and we'll call them and we'll make sure that you go by there and you get the gold. Okay, we'll transfer it. All right, sweetie.
And if you insist. But,
Yeah, I insist. All right, don't come. Don't. Hey, listen to me. Bring Talah back, and and you know you either we either need a date or she needs to have your last name. You understand me, young man?
Yes.
All right. I love you. I love you, Talah.
Love you too.
All right, we'll see you soon, kids. All right, bye bye. And she hangs up.
I
Talah
But-
just keeps on laughing.
didn't even get to ask about the box. Damn it.
Sorry.
What was that home?
I don't know.
You
that
could
was-
always
Also,
call
yes,
again.
Nate is completely red.
So you've been talking about how much you love me?
We're practically siblings. Please stop.
Oh,
Help.
come on, you can see the fun of it, right?
Yeah, sure.
We're practically siblings, and I'm from Arkansas.
Sweet home Alabama.
And do we have our food and drink yet?
Yeah, and that's about the time you show up and sit down at the table. Talah's giggling. Nate is redder than the pizza sauce. And everybody sits down to a good lunch.
Oh, you two fucked. Good.
And
Anyway, he
Nate
gets us on his
just
way.
downs the drink.
Loses it again.
That's good stuff.
Can I have another drink?
Yeah, him-
Yeah, I'm paying for all of it, so yeah.
And
Yeah.
another one.
Okay.
We have a 3-drink limit at lunch, so just keep in mind this is the last one you're getting.
So did anything interesting happen?
Oh, yes.
No.
It's just glad to know your mom hasn't changed, okay?
Yeah, his mom has been trying to pave the road for you guys since you were like 12.
Yeah.
She's going to be in the bedroom on nuptial nights with like those little flashlight wands that the people at the airport have, just guiding him in to the legs right down here, through here, in there. I need a grandson. I need grandkids.
Little pippies.
I mean,
Pipettes, as you will.
Mhm.
my dad says it just runs in her family.
In her family. So that's what your grandmother did to him? Or
I don't want to think about it. And I don't ask.
probably a good idea.
They always overshare. Enough as it is.
I mean, I'm just wondering whether this is whether we're staying in the hotel where they. Mhm.
Hey, it's far enough back. This may have been Pippin's origin story there.
Mhm.
Why did you put that thought into my head? You're enjoying this way too much.
Oh, come on.
You're mean.
Handle it.
Well, I have to.
You're a strong man. You are just as strong as oak.
She's getting
No.
drunk, isn't she?
If only I was drunk.
So, what exactly is happening? Like,
Pip called his mom, and his
Yeah?
mom has been trying to set us up for years. So that was a fun conversation to have.
oh, is that a thing you want to end, Pip?
What?
I can kill your mom right now, man. Seriously. So easy.
Oh, well, no, like, do you want your mom to stop doing that?
I don't know. She's having fun, and
Oh, I know.
it's
I
just
know.
awkward.
We can call her again and tell her that you found someone else, and then we introduce Gobs.
Oh, I am so into this.
Oh no. Also, that would break her heart. No.
Yeah, fair.
Would a good introduction be, "Hey, I'm Gobs. I'm the goblin who's pecking your son."
It would be funny and horrifying. Yeah. I mean, if you want her
No.
to stop, you're gonna have to tell her.
You could just tell her you're gay.
I'm not gay. What?
You could just tell her you are.
That would be lying. You should just tell the truth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to my mom. What are you up to?
So, what is the truth then, Nate?
And then I like pizza.
Talah's gonna quickly grab a slice before Otho has eaten all three.
I mean, worst case scenario, I'll order more.
Excellent. So you guys continue to have a good lunch, relaxing, laughing about all of this. Nate nervously laughing every time somebody makes a comment about him being in love with Talah. And lunch comes to an end. Total bill does end up being 8 gold.
Okay, I'll retake the 2 gold. I had already paid 10 for my sheet.
Yep. Yeah, he gives you the 2 gold back. You paid 10 up front, and he goes, don't worry about it. You kids were having fun.
I appreciate it, sir.
No
What about
problem.
giving him the 2 gold as the good service?
I'm the owner. I don't need a tip.
Actually, there is another thing. Do you have anything we could take with us that would be good for a few days? Like something to spice up a ration or something? We're going into the desert. It can't be chilled.
Any pickled stuff?
Yeah, I've got some cherry peppers back here, and I could give you here. Take this. So he sets up a jar of cherry peppers, and he sets up just like a mason jar that's full of spices. He goes, "This is what I mix. I spread this on the bottom of the pan before I put the pizza in. That kind of peppery, garlicky, salty flavor you got right when you bit in. That's what gives it that."
Oh, I'm definitely buying that. And I appreciate that you're even selling for that matter.
I usually don't, but if you guys are going out in the desert, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch out for the bug people.
Bug people?
I'm gonna roll. Can I roll Arcana on bug people in the desert?
Sure.
And can I have Shadowheart cast guidance on me?
Sure.
Thanks.
Oh, Shadowheart.
Don't worry about it.
The only insectoid humanoid type creature you can think of would be the Thrycreen. But they're very much extraplanar and incredibly rare. Like you've never heard of them being seen recently. Like it's been a long time since anybody's seen one.
What kind of bug creatures are we talking about?
I don't know, and just guys who wander out in that desert that end up coming back. We've had some come back that were delirious and talking about bug people. It's the only consistent thing that they come back saying. So, it's dangerous to go out in the desert, but just if you see a bug person, apparently they're bad. That's all I can tell you.
All right, thank you.
Also,
Bug
these two
people.
items, that equates to gold in my head, or are they more expensive?
Well, as long as you don't try to replicate the spices, it's 2 gold. If I can't trust you, it's gonna be like 20 gold.
I have no reason to try and set up a restaurant. I know how to hurt people.
I'm messing with you. Hurt people. Well,
I got some people I
puts
need
his
to
hands
hurt.
up and goes, "Don't hurt me. It's 2 gold."
No, that's not what I meant. I like you.
Well, good, because I don't want you to try to hurt me.
I mean, some people get paid to get hurt.
Nah, that's a different shop. That's on the other side of town.
Are you implying that's the service Actually, I have. Never mind.
Will you
Oversharing with
please
it.
give me the gold and take the
Yes, here you go,
spices and
here you
leave?
go.
Because I'm
Thank
starting
you.
to get weirded out here. All right. You
I
kids
don't blame you, sir.
have fun. Not too much fun for you. Points at you, Gobs. Because your kind of fun might be a little weird. But enjoy it. Be safe if you go out in the desert.
Oh, definitely.
Good
Bye.
night.
Just a rogue tendril from the shoulder of their arm waving on its own as they're leaving.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen.
Aw.
All right. So it's about 1 or 2 in the afternoon. What would you guys like to do?
All right, so we're going to the desert. Something about it being cold at night. Is it better to travel at night? If so, we should probably get going.
It's gotta be terrible either or.
It's
Actually, it might be a,
heat or extreme cold.
also it might be a
Yeah,
bad idea. I mean, Nate's been drinking.
I think, during midday and midnight, is probably the worst times to travel.
So,
Morning and evening.
indeed.
All right. There's one thing I do want to buy before we head out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go by the general store if it's still open and buy a simple set of cards.
I could say that you bought it whenever you were there.
That is fine.
Yeah.
A silver.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we're not
Silver
gonna have
flickers.
power out there. And just sitting
Okay.
around staring out into the midday sun is gonna bore the shit out of you. I don't want to go insane.
Cactus juice.
But that's a bad idea, I think. Actually, no, that sounds like a good idea.
Do not drink from the cacti.
Why not?
Since it's
You'll hallucinate and everything.
I mean, from what I
I
know,
mean-
there's certain species of cactus apples that are fine, but cactus juices are usually not great for you to drink, and most of them are rather thick. Imagine trying to drink jelly.
Oh, so it's like a jello shot.
Mm-hmm.
some of them are fine, aren't they?
I mean, you two, you're the plant people.
I'm not really. Talah, what do you have anything on it?
I can check. Talah's gonna take out her botanicum from
Mhm.
her bag and
Mhm.
browse through to see if there's any cacti that are okay to consume.
The one thing she doesn't seem to lose.
There's 2 things she never loses: her botanicum and her notebook.
So you can give me a survival or a nature check.
Mm-hmm. That is gonna be a survival check. Ugh.
Your rolls today.
So your documentation on this is kind of low because you haven't been to an area like this. You do know, like, very much in line with what Othokent was saying. There are some that are safe and some that are really not safe. You do know that prickly pears are safe. That's about the only one you've seen, because there would have been some to the southeast of the town that you guys grew up in. But yeah, so as far as drinking anything out of them, you just really don't know.
So yeah, that.
Well, we can always test it by having one of us try it. Preferably the one with the strongest immune system.
Well, wouldn't that be the lizards? More biologically adapted to a multitude of dangerous foods?
I didn't want to assume.
I will make no comments neither of my constitution nor of all the herbalist plants I've eaten throughout the years. I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you kind of did.
Darn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, fine. I have eaten quite a lot of different plants. Some of them even poisonous throughout the years. Though, I would like to warn that if I start eating random cacti, I cannot guarantee I will be completely there.
Wouldn't it be better if I do it then?
No, because I don't know what that arm is gonna do when you're out of it.
And how would you know if it's safe when it eats something?
I
guess
wouldn't,
I'll
but we
try
have a
then.
doctor on hand if something happens.
Yeah, I'm not under the influence of some strange being, and I'm not the doctor.
Neither am I.
Wait, who actually has the strongest constitution? I have a 14.
14.
Okay.
16.
Looks like
16.
Talah. Ooh, okay. Lizard and
Doctor,
16.
You've been excluded.
Yeah.
Still,
I have
I'm
14.
I'm not gonna hide my facts.
We're all pretty tough. I mean the girl seems to have the she's the most expendable considering she's not the doctor, and she has the highest. So she's already
And
kind of
she's a
volunteered
girl.
and she's a girl. So obviously she matters less. So is that what you're implying? Is that what you're implying, Nexus? Is that what you're implying?
No. Who is trained in con saves?
Con saves? Not me.
Not me.
Not it.
No one.
No one is. So it's all the same. So Talah,
Yeah.
the most expendable.
Yeah.
It's not like you're wanting to breed anyway, so what is your use? Oh, seriously. Wow.
Oof.
I mean, Talah would try because plants. I want to
Yeah.
note what it does.
Yeah, fine. I'll be ready to clear.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Nate, get behind her. Get ready for the Heimlich. Hey, wait. No, it's not. No, that's not the Heimlich, Nate. That's not the Heimlich.
Your mom will be proud.
I
Just
mean,
think of your mom, Nate. Think of your mom.
What?
what?
Please no.
What's going on?
You guys
Why
are
is your
nasty.
mahogany turning into a birch again?
Total birch.
Why did you turn my oak into birch?
It happens to guys as you get older.
Is that a really cruel druid spell? Oak to birch.
I'm not feeling it today.
Hey, oh no, I'm not feeling it. Thanks.
Oof. Anyway.
let's get back to the point.
Which
today's
was
episode-
what? Which has been what?
In today's
We go
episode of
into the
Let's Go
desert.
Wild.
Are we going now, or are we going back to the hotel first and then going morning?
Go back
Eh,
to hotel,
visit.
go in morning. You guys have
Wait.
night for talk.
Yeah, exactly. We have a whole other night for more talking. We do this again, we're just gonna keep talking.
Fine.
Going back to the hotel.
Hey,
The GM's not even here anymore. He's like walked away. He's like, they're just gonna keep going. They're just gonna keep talking.
Talking.
what's amazing is that you've done all this talking, but haven't gone to talk to the owner of the mine.
Mm-hmm.
I just presumed he'd be in the mine.
No, he's in the town. The mine's abandoned.
Isn't it nice having a session's content on screen and then having it last for 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Beautiful, isn't it?
It's ridiculous.
So, are we gonna go talk to the guy first and then go back to the hotel? Because it's just been lunch. We'll have the afternoon.
Yeah,
let's
if
go
we
talk to
spend
the
some
guy.
time at that place, it should be fine for us to leave town.
I didn't quite hear what you said there. Nexus.
Yeah, if we go spend some time at that place, the guy that owns the mine,
Mm-hmm.
then it should be fine for us to leave town afterwards.
And that might take us to evening.
Yeah, that puts you to early afternoon or late afternoon, early evening. He lives on the west part of town, which is kind of the more affluent part of town.
But with the amount of alcohol that Pip consumed and that con save that he rolled, which is, I am assuming for that,
Yes,
is it a wise idea to leave now?
yes.
That's the alcohol talking.
He'll be fine.
We could always see if we could get him some devil grass. That would fix that.
How about we just go talk to the mine owner then?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys head after lunch. You guys get cleaned up. Pip, just walking around, you kind of walk off the little bit of buzz you had from the drinks. And yeah, as you go over to the affluent part of town, everything's just a little bit nicer, right? It's not they're not flagrant with their finances, except for one particular house. And you can tell it's the one you're wanting to go to because it says Swift Patch on it. On the gate that is gilded, golden barred gate. Fancy house, Roman columns, all that kind of stuff. And it does have a fence. It's one of the few houses with a fence around it.
Oh god, he's gonna be hard to convince.
Of what?
Of letting us into his mine. He's a rich bastard.
Yeah.
It's an
So,
abandoned mine. Why does he care?
so
we can
as
just
you guys
convince him we can
walk up to
reclaim
the
it.
gate, I do want anyone who would, so I know Abraham would do this.
Hmm.
I think Othokent would do it. Gobx wouldn't. Nate and Talah, you can tell me if you would. I want investigation checks to take a good look at the gate.
I cast
Sure.
guidance on Abraham.
Unless there's vines covering the gate, I'm not interested.
Yep.
13!
Okay.
Well, given our situation,
Are there
at the
vines
moment,
covering the gate?
No.
Okay, then.
Douche.
Nate having a Sherlock Holmes moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nate, as you look closely at it, you realize that this gate isn't like, it looks like it's made of gold, but at best it's gold plated.
appearances.
And same thing as you kind of look through and you see the quote unquote marble pillars from a distance. They look like marble, but you can tell that they're actually granite. But
Yeah.
they've been They've been etched in a way that makes them look marble.
Yeah. Low-key gonna point it out that apparently it's important for this person to have all the seeming of a rich person.
Maintaining appearances, I see.
I mean,
Yeah.
with an abandoned mine, you don't get a lot of income, do you?
So
Maybe we could
unders-
convince him to let us in if we could recover his finances.
Is there like a doorbell at the gate?
Mm-hmm.
He might be desperate.
There's an intercom button.
Click.
No soliciting, please.
No soliciting, just talk about your abandoned mine.
You want to talk about the mine?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you want to talk about the mine?
Well, we want to go there, so any information is good.
Proceed, and you hear a buzzing sound as he buzzes you in through the gate.
Hey, have you heard about the Church of
As we
Joel?
get electrocuted.
You heard about the Church of
No.
Joel, seriously?
And as soon as we step over the threshold, we hear a click.
Oh no.
Click, click, boom.
Click, click, boom.
Just
So as you walk in, you do see, it is a well-kept yard, things like that. It's very much the appearance of being wealthy. And as you're walking up towards the front door, it opens, and a gnome comes walking out. As you see him, he is well groomed. He's about 3'2", very rotund, right? But and his clothes is very ostentatious, right? He's got a long silvery beard. It's been meticulously groomed. There's tiny jewels and trinkets inside of the beard itself. He's got a kind of a warm, earthy hue to his skin. You can tell he's got a taste for the finer things in life, but you can also kind of tell that, like, he's very much John Hammond from Jurassic Park, right? He spared no expense, and that's in finger quotes, right? So everything looks like it's real expensive. Like, he's got a crimson robe on that has gold stitching in it, and Nate would pick out that it's not actual gold stitching, right? It's just meant to look that way. And then if you look at it real closely, you can see that it's there. Like, his shoes are soft leather with a gold buckle that is actually just gold plated. The diamonds that are in it aren't actual diamonds, they're glass. Things like that. So wears a big hat with a big pointy gem on it that generates light. He's very much taken on the appearances of being extravagantly wealthy, but he's actually just a real cheap bastard who wants to look that way.
Yeah. He might be more desperate than he looks.
Raston Swiftpatch, I presume.
At your service. Why do you want to go to that wretched place of a mine?
Well, it was living metal that was there, right?
That's what my workers said, that they ran into.
Oh, that was meant as a
Hi.
question for the group
Oh.
before I actually said the
I'm sorry.
sentence.
I thought you said it
Yes,
to him.
it was a living metal creatures that
Yeah.
were inhabiting the mine and preventing work.
And we needed the living metal, so we're willing to remove it if we get the creatures, right?
Yes.
We've been told that your mine happens to house some living metal creatures.
Yes, at least that's what the crew I had working down there claimed. I just believe that they got tired of actually having to do real work for money. So they claimed that they ran across an entire colony of living metal like that actually exists. And they all quit on the spot. They'd been complaining for months, oh, this equipment is substandard. The posts for shoring it up don't meet the standard how people are. They never want to really work for their
Yes,
money.
they always want to seem to stay alive and work safely.
Well, of course, I want them to be safe, but I gave these no names a chance, right? Found a bunch of unemployed people down at the docks and gave them jobs, and this is how they repaid me.
I'm gonna look at Otho or Nate or whoever's nearby. I was like, you talk to them. I'm gonna shuffle to the back of the group and try to ignore this man before I say something that's going to ruin everything.
So you're wanting to go to my mine?
Yes. Specifically, we'd like to see these living metal creatures. Hopefully, kill some of them and take them with us.
Well, I suppose I'd be willing to give you permission to do that. Assuming I am absolved of any liability injuries, either due to encounters with creatures and or possible mine disasters. Also assuming that you will not report anything you see there to the official mining authorities. Right? We don't need investigators going in and investigating things in my mine.
Of course. We are simply interested in the living metal creatures and nothing else. We couldn't care less about your mine, honestly. If they were somewhere else, we'd go there.
I mean,
Excellent.
Well, we can help each other, isn't it good?
Oh, yes, perfectly. In fact, I'll give you a little bit of help. Myself, I actually have a map of the mine. I hired this ogre who was a cartographer for a pirate band to draw a map of the mine.
Right?
And you now have Think's great map of the mines.
Think.
Yep, Think the ogre.
I love this map. It is the
Nice.
best map. The poo tunnel.
I do like the hand that's
Big
flipping the
hole.
bird.
Looks like squid dick.
Lower mine, not on the map.
New dig. Okay.
Whale, wheel, well.
Well, it's the well.
The hand flipping the bird next to the poo tunnel.
This is the best map I've ever seen.
Nari, I told you my art's terrible. Leave me alone.
I'm not
It's
even
great.
saying anything.
Did it not
I
pop up on your end? Oh, you're not saying anything. You're seeing it, though, right?
I'm seeing it. I'm just not saying anything. Everyone else is apparently making weird or me.
I love this map.
That's what it says on the map. I'm reading aloud.
I know.
Yeah.
It literally
Yeah,
says,
great.
looks
Love
like
it.
squid dick.
Looks like squid dick.
That's not something I can come up with. Holy shit. Now, if you think I ever look at a map and the first thing I think is, squid dick.
You know, I wouldn't naturally go there, but it wouldn't surprise me. And no, I
Hang on,
totally
I need
didn't
to
come up
Google
with
a
you guys
squid
having to
dick.
come here just so I could show this map to you.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, that's definitely better than going in blind.
Yes,
I do need to ask, is there anything else we should be aware of in there? Like, do you know if the workers put up traps or anything? Did they mention that?
Nothing like that. They said that they kept seeing something moving in the darkness, and I was like, oh, racist. And they didn't appreciate that. So
Racist? Exactly.
they kept saying they were seeing dark gnomes. I was like, they have a name.
Which was?
Snevervlin.
How'd you pronounce that again?
You heard me the first time.
I shouldn't have to waste my mouth
Saying it again. Saying what again?
Does he
What?
look like a bitch?
All right. So
Does he look like a birch?
so I guess we need some sort of
What
paper
does
that allows us
Nathaniel
in there.
Pippin look like? He's
bald.
What else? Tan, does he look like a birch?
You're dying over there, aren't you?
Then why'd you lay your head try to cut him like one? That's too good. Anyways, but yeah, now you have Think the Ogre's map of the mines.
Yay.
And should we have some sort of paper that allows us in there just so we don't end up arrested for, I don't know, trespassing?
Oh, there's nobody out there. They all
Okay.
abandon it. It's an abandoned mine.
I know, just to be sure, I don't know if you keep cards around. You seem like a man with connections.
Oh, I mean, of course, I can afford guards out there, but nobody goes out there. No authority. That's part of why I was able to be very cost efficient with how I ran the mine.
Of course. Anyway, we have the permission. We have a nice map, which we didn't expect to get, so that's a bonus. I think that is all we needed of your time.
Oh, good. But yes, any creatures you kill, you can take. But obviously, any discovery of valuable minerals are still my property.
If these creatures are indeed living metal creatures, they're technically minerals.
Oh. Well, I suppose if you destroy them and remove the reason my workers were not happy being there and discontinued work, we'd consider that payment for your
that works.
efforts.
That works for me.
Excellent, excellent. And because there's no exchange of goods, you're not technically employees of Swiftmend Industries. Thank you.
All what I ever wanted.
Have a great day. Good luck.
Well,
If you're injured, I will claim that you're trespassing. And he steps out and shuts the door behind him.
fuck you too.
So we're not listening to anything he says. We're just going to go in there and take what we want and fuck that guy.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, how
If
would
it's
he
not
even
nailed-
know?
If
He
it's not
wouldn't.
nailed down, we're taking it and claiming that the creatures ate it.
He has
Well, we're
never
going-
stepped foot in that mine, so he
How
wouldn't
about
know.
this? We never had this conversation. He's crazy, and this is salvage rights operation.
I mean, from what I heard, he said you can go into mine and take whatever you need.
I think we're all on the same page here. We're
Listen to
going.
what he said.
Perfect.
Talas looking at this group of fucking rogues.
Talah was distracted with other things, thinking about what kind of birch Nate's mom actually thinks that Nate is. Because look in City of Gilgamesh and you'll find a list of
The thing is, I think birch is like the birch with their white trunks are really pretty.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have one in my backyard.
I really like birch trees, though I will say I am more for the beautiful weeping willows.
Yes.
They take so much water.
They are
Yes.
so pretty though.
Anyways,
Yes.
next session, I guess we're going to go to the mine, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to round out the
Actually.
end of the session, is there anything else you guys would like to do for the day?
Go back to the hotel.
Yes.
Not
Talk
for the
to Pip.
not for the day, but the next time we're resting, I have a thing I want to do.
Okay.
I want to try and focus.
All
See
right.
if I can get in contact with the
Gobx
arm.
actually focusing on something? Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys go back to the hotel now that you've got your map and everything and get some rest. And the plan is to rest that evening and break out towards the mine in the morning. Does Talah and Pippin want to have their conversation that evening?
I think so.
I think so.
So
Just
yes.
me in real life that's tired.
Should we all go deaf so you can have it privately, or?
I mean, people that want to hear it are gonna watch the VOD then, I'm guessing, so.
Still?
We'll just not be dicks and not play on it.
I respect your privacy if you want it.
What do you think, Nix?
I don't mind.
Do whatever's comfortable for you and more appropriate for your character development.
Yeah.
Don't feel necessary to do anything for our sake.
So I
But
put
for the
on my
listeners.
wizard's hat and robe.
Oh no. That's not a magic missile wand he's got
And
in
then
there.
we fade to black. No.
No. We
No,
we
no,
have
you
we
fade.
have the option checked on to show genitals.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Nudity enabled. Gotcha.
Let me show you
So
my
what
wand.
if I turn into a bear?
Owl bear. It's just go time.
Unfortunately, this stream is not
Not the
rated
beak.
R.
Not the beak. She hungers for flesh.
After just
Anyways,
moving
go
on.
ahead. Hey, so we're back. The group has all kind of gone to their own rooms.
Okay,
Whoever's going to go knock on the other's door, please do so.
Yes.
Who the fuck is knocking on my door?
What? Who's there?
Ape standing there, rose in his mouth, bathrobe on.
Well, hello there. I learned charm person.
Charts.
And I'm not talking about the spell. I read some interesting books at the library.
Shit instead.
Oh no.
I may be old,
Oh,
but I'm
yes.
still virile.
I believe I told you about time I plunged something with my bare hands. Well, there's a technique to it.
All right. Anyways, so Talah is knocking on Nate's door.
Knock, knock, knocking on Pippin's door.
And open.
Hi.
Yes.
Can we
Come on in.
have that?
Or yeah, sure.
Great.
Here or somewhere else.
I think your room should be good.
Sure, come on in.
I'll tap on in.
Closes the door. Locks behind me. Nah.
That's probably a good idea. That means I can't get in while we're talking about stuff. So yeah, I mean, quite a lot was said this morning already. But
Yeah.
so last night I met this guy with his cat. I had this whole open-hearted conversation about my chains or something.
Yeah.
And I figured I should probably just talk to you instead.
Sure.
I mean, I used to do that and just haven't done it lately.
Yeah, we've been very busy. A lot of stuff has been happening. And we always have people around us now.
I mean, and then there's the fact where I wanted to leave to learn stuff, and then suddenly, poof, bam, ice.
Yep, that certainly happened. Very good to have you back.
Yeah.
It's been a hard time.
I don't remember much of it. I just remember it being very dark, cold, and lonely.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
gonna
really hope you weren't dead.
I'm afraid to go to sleep sometimes.
I get that. Both with how you were kidnapped, but also having been possibly asleep for quite a long time. I get that.
Yeah. I mean, I get enough sleep, but
I mean, you can share a room with Gobx, right? Then you at least have someone by you.
sleep in a room with someone who has an arm that reminds me of that cold and dark?
Well, true, but
Besides, I don't know if Gauss would actually want to share a room.
I mean, we can share rooms too, but then we need an extra bed.
I'm fine with sleeping on a bedroll.
So am I. But still. Besides, we're leaving, so it will be bedrolls for the next amount of time.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted to let you know I'm not really doing okay. I guess that's how I can put it best.
yeah, not being okay with all this going on.
Yeah.
Trying not to think about it.
I mean, it's very hard not to think about it. First, they get kidnapped, then apparently it was by Faye. Then there's a bunch of stuff that you are just all tied up in, and I don't want to leave you again. Then there is my brother who died, and now my dad wants me to run the town, and it's just.
Yeah. I can't even imagine. Do you want a hug?
Very much so. Yes.
And come on in. And big hug.
Yeah. Currently, you are the only thing that hasn't changed as much.
Yeah, I don't know if I've changed or how much. I don't think I have, but it has been rough too. Sorry if that's spooky.
I mean, if yesterday is any indication of the stuff that you've been through so far, I would be surprised if it hasn't changed you a bit, at the very least.
Yeah, true. But as I said, it's not like I like it or anything. We're just defending ourselves.
You know your mom is wrong, right? About you. She knew what you've gone through so far.
I don't.
Think.
I don't know. It's all subjective, isn't it?
I guess.
Well, yeah, I don't know. We can just continue to do the best we can and look out for each other, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here for you as I've always been.
Well, the same goes the other way around.
Sure thing. And you are becoming very adept at it.
Yeah, I don't know where the whole shape-shifting thing came to play.
Quite surprising. It was quite the sight seeing you eat several crabs.
I mean, at first I didn't even know that I could do it, but it felt pretty awesome. I'm trying real hard to keep in my laughter as well, Nexus. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so is that all for now?
Well,
Or more? Like,
well, I think currently that's everything, but I would like to talk more about that when I have to get it off my chest.
of course, just let me know. I'm a bit of a dumbass sometimes, so I don't notice unless it's spelled out for me.
Never
Yeah.
mind. You go first.
But yeah, just I do feel like we should set time off for this on the regular.
That sounds like a really good idea.
And you were saying?
Yeah, I mean, I've only known these, the others for a short amount of time. I'm gonna get known them for quite a bit longer.
Well, a few months longer. Yeah, they're good people. Well, at least I think so. But it does seem like when push comes to shove, they are willing to do more than I expected.
So if we were to go home, you'd be fine with them being there too? Trust them enough to meet our families?
Yes, I like they don't mean any harm, and as long as the circumstances are normal or relatively normal, they do behave more or less.
And how do you think Gobs would respond if I tell her that I actually lost the phone that she bought for me?
Oh, she will tease you.
Right.
But I don't think she'll mean anything by it.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
So
It's just a lot of teasing and loud speaking.
Well, I guess that Gobs is my next stop then before heading to bed. So.
Okay. You want me to leave out the bedroll, or are you going back to your own room?
I think I would prefer the bedroll, to be honest.
Okay. I will prepare.
I'm just gonna quickly run by Gobs then to apologize.
Of course.
So
Yeah, and if Gob starts teasing you, do feel free to tease back. She can handle it.
duly noted. Talah's gonna run over to Gobs' room.
And Nate is gonna lie down on the bedroll. Haha.
So is that a ploy to let her have the bed, or to hope she still uses the bedroll?
For her to use the bed.
Roll. Got it.
Fuck's sakes.
Right. I'm coming. Hey, move over. Yes, she answers the door.
Hi.
Yeah.
Just quickly stopping by to apologize because I did, in fact, lose the phone that you bought for me.
Oh. Do you know where you lost it?
Somewhere between going onto the ship and now. Or last night.
Have you checked your room?
I have.
Did you ask someone to try calling it while you look?
No.
Right, I'm gonna go call your phone. Give me a moment. And she tries calling the phone again.
So who's with you?
She
As
opens the
Talah
door.
tries to peek into the room.
She opens the door completely. No one.
Then why
Anyway.
did you say move over?
It's never mind. Is there any sound anywhere when she calls the phone, by the way?
Nope.
No sound near Nate?
Nope.
Okay.
How about I
Yeah.
go to my room while you still call me and then maybe I can find it.
All right. If it isn't there, then I mean, we're going to need to get you a new number. That's going to be a bother. So, but we do need to get you a new one. These are important.
Right.
Especially when there's people trying to kill us at every angle. Well, not every angle, but it feels like it these days. We need to be able to communicate. We need to be able to get in touch in case that happens. So please don't lose the next one, okay? You're important to Pip, so you're important to me.
I'll do my best.
All right. Kiss Pip goodnight for me.
I mean, you can
Close
do
the
that
door.
yourself.
No, she closed the door after saying that. Teasing.
I'm sure Abe would like a kiss goodnight from you. And then I'm gonna go to my room, I guess, to see if my phone is going off there.
It is not.
Okay, beautiful.
So you do come back in to see Pip laying in the bedroll. So do you take the bed or do you take the bedroll?
Well, first she's gonna look at Pip laying on the bedroll, sigh heavily, and go, Pip, go back onto the bed.
Very obvious fake snoring.
I am drenching him.
Ah, come on. No. All over the floor. Just how the bedroll soaked.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we don't have to pay for water damage.
Ah, don't worry. I'm gonna get rid of the water.
Oh, jeez.
No,
Okay.
you, on bed. Go.
Oh. Sure. Fine. Whatever. I'm still soaked, though.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that, though. Unless a moonbeam helps with getting rid of water.
Yeah, can you just hit me with a firebolt or radiant damage? Just sizzle.
I have this.
No. Well, it's gonna quickly dry off with a sheet or something.
Meanwhile, Talah's gonna lay down on a bedroll.
All right, and as everybody goes to sleep, that is where we will end this week's session. We will get the attempt at focusing on the arm next week or at our next session. So for those of you watching the stream, thanks for sticking around. We appreciate you guys watching, and we look forward to seeing where everything goes with the group next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the game.
Thank